And the award for the best no prep racing podcast goes to the two scientists from the Sunday Night Shit Show. Now let's get on with the show.
After 20 years, scientists have finished mapping the entire human genome, and scientists say in this gene right here, we can see what made you into such a little bitch.
It was great hanging out with you this weekend, Terry. Listening to you cheer on Billy every round was very inspiring.
Yeah.
Maybe next time you can bring some more of your baby oil to the party. Anyway, we'll be here waiting.
Sorry, guys. We'll start this the same way we do every week. Mike is late. It was a long ride home to Canada, and he had to stop for some tissues on the way. Those that know.
Fuck off. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our Monday night special, as last night was a little bit too rushed. I'd like to get these intros, as Pegalo said. Just for him, next show, we're going to have another 45 minutes of intros before we actually get on with the show. I guess now we have too many intros.
Well,
but it gives me a few minutes to settle in. I got to get orchards out of the fridge, which I loaded up on this weekend. Thank God Walmart had some. Shout out to Angry Orchards. Still waiting on the sponsorship any day now.
Working on it.
I'm sure they'll be emailing me any day.
I'm right by my phone just waiting.
Yeah. I've been waiting and waiting. I keep giving them shout outs. I'm hoping eventually they're going to be like, this guy's worked hard for that sponsorship. Why don't we send him a case every week? So we're working on it, but eventually we'll get there. So how's everyone doing? It was an extremely long weekend with not a lot of sleep. I'll be honest, anyone who's been to War in the Woods or hasn't been, that is one place you can guarantee you're not going to get a lot of sleep over that weekend. It runs from 4 in the afternoon until whatever the hell time it runs till. So it is an extremely busy event that weekend, but it is worth every minute of it. So I'm going to rip back up to the top here. We're going to bypass some of the comments just to say hi to people quickly. And then we will get on with things.
Late you were going to be today. So
yeah. What's going on? Patrick Swayze.
I saw an 8:14
in the chat. We missed you this weekend. We're betting on. Damn, they'll be here around 8:14. What time do we start today, Terry?
I mean, that's close.
That's pretty good gamble. We try to be on by 8:05. We say 8 o'clock, but gave ourselves a 5-minute win.
Oh, he's gone. Just like that. We just have a one-man show all of a sudden. It's fine. We got Ben down there. I can bring him in.
Yeah, Ben will be joining us shortly. Did it just cut out for you, or was that just me?
I mean, you were gone. I was having my own conversation, but then it sounded like you were actually in the conversation, so I don't know.
Yeah, Ben was a beast this weekend. That is one guy who's dedicated to bring you the best live stream possible from anywhere he goes. So we're going to bring Ben on shortly. Looks like he's gone for a minute. What else we got here? A lot of close races. Absolutely. It was definitely a weekend of all kinds of shit going on. The races were tight, really tight.
Yeah, it was good to see.
For 30 hours, I watched them. Yeah, Ben will be joining us in a couple minutes here. He's just settling in down there, it looks like. So, yeah, Brown County is definitely a party. Jeff throws on a hell of an event. Probably I gotta say top 3 for sure, if not one of the best that I've ever been to. There is no other place like Brown County Dragway, just for the experience, the vibe, just how he's laid out everything. He's done a hell of a job at that racetrack, and that place was the most packed I've seen it, like parking lot wise, and even people. It's hard to tell people wise because it's always full of people, but riding around on the mini bike up there, just where we normally park, Terry, remember the years prior? This year we were lucky we got a spot down below, but normally we've always parked up top, and full. Like every last spot up there was full. It was wild. I believe Ben has finish line camera that he had set up, so you're going to have to wait to see his actual edited cut to see all the finish line camera stuff. Devoted follower, I couldn't watch 35 hours of nothing over the weekend. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think that's good. I only timed up. Oh, I guess there's moderators on Ben's channel. So
listen.
He only timed out 32 people. I think we need moderators. We're the most horrible moderator out there.
They were on.
Yeah, Patrick, we missed you this weekend. Worked Friday and had to work half the day Saturday. Yeah, I mean, it's a trip from New York, as I know. It's just as far for me. So, give Mike a break. He's on the struggle bus. When do I ever get off that bus? I feel like I drive that fucker. The struggle bus is our middle name.
It's camouflage.
Oh, Terry, look, you got mad followers that love you.
No. See? That's probably a typo. I think that's a typo.
I can't wait to see who's going to come in the chat with multiple names tonight. I'm getting ready for it.
Don't start. Don't get them fired up.
Terry's probably eating $100 steak. That's probably true.
No.
200.
Yeah. $100 is gross.
Gators in the chat, always keeping an eye on you. Make sure you don't say anything stupid.
No, she'll fall asleep eventually. I can wait her out.
Yeah, we got to wait till the later hours. That way we can really discuss things. What else we got? Mike is too important now that he's infamous. Seems I get famous for the wrong reasons. It's never a good thing. It's always bad things. We can talk about that in a little while after we're done here, but
or not.
Mike's just out here stirring the pot some more. Yeah.
Is that your mic, or are you just happy to see me?
This little guy.
Oh, hey now.
Hey.
Oh,
Does have a black tip.
Hey, you can't say that on here.
So anyway, oh my God, there's so many comments.
Yeah, you can't watch those.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm still trying to get to the end here. Personally, Terry, we're looking for tissues. Yes, from all the crying we do. That was funny today, that post from Joey. I wasn't crying about anything, which was right off. Yeah, it must have pissed him off. Try hating Mike. What's up, homie? That's right. Sometime moist hating.
Yeah.
With Jimmy Dale, it's more moist.
We like to mix it up.
That was a great weekend. Flew all the way from Florida, got dropped at the gate Friday morning, and stayed till Sunday. Absolutely. There were people, you know what, just selling merch at the tent and people coming by and talking to us. It was crazy the amount of people from all over the country that were there. We met a guy from Australia.
Hell yeah.
That was there. He said, what was his story? He flew from Australia to England, did something in Europe, flew from England to the U.S. to Florida, drove from Florida all the way up to Indiana just to come to War in the Woods because he said he wanted to see War in the Woods while he was in the U.S. I mean, that's the kind of caliber of event that this is at this point. He's like, I watched it on YouTube all the time, and I wanted to make the trip. And then we met people from Arizona, from California, from Nevada. I mean, from literally all over the country come down to see this see this event. It's pretty wild.
It's not shaming when it's accurate.
Scott's on here. What's happening, Scott? Yes, you were right. Angry Orchards were at Walmart, but I couldn't find them anywhere else. Actually, no, I'm completely lying. They were not at Walmart. I went to Walmart to get them. We ended up finding them at the local, I guess, liquor store. Indiana has like liquor/beer stores. That was right across the gas station up the road from Brown County there. So thanks for the Maxwell sticker shaved.
At least 50.
Yeah.
50
As soon as you put that Maxwell sticker on your car, it's an instant gain of 50 horse and at least 2/10.
Yeah.
That's what normally happens when we put them on different vehicles, because it harnesses his little furry energy into your car and makes you fast. So with that, we'll bring Ben on, and we can talk a little bit about the man, the myth, the legend, who was at Brown County with us all weekend. So I'll bring him on, and we'll finish going through the comments here. What's up, Benjamin?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you hear me? My voice is messed up.
Oh, I can believe it. You were talking for what, 30-something hours?
30-something hours, yeah. 3 days straight.
I
couldn't talk the whole way home.
Clipping it. By the end, in the finals, you were running low.
Yeah, I could feel it. My throat was really sore, and I was getting pretty quiet, and I was apologizing to chat. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm really struggling with this low. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, God, I'm really struggling right now, guys.
It's a lot,
but it was all right. It was fun. It was a good time. But hey, shout out to all the moderators, guys, because I don't think you realize how important they were to keeping the chat and the live stream like in order. Because I can't. So let me put stuff into context here. Like this, when I have my phone on this thing, my screen, I can only see 3 messages at a time, and it scrolls up, but it scrolls really fast. So if there's let's say there's 8,000 people watching at one time, I can't read all those chats, right? Because I'm too busy looking at the cars and all that stuff. And then I'll glance at the chat, I'll catch 3 messages, and then if whatever, right? Like, so I'm probably gonna see 10% of the messages they put in chat just because I'm not able to physically see it. So shout out to all the moderators who really did a great job, and just keeping it clean. And I instructed a lot of people, I don't want people banned from the channel. Like if somebody says something stupid, maybe they're drinking, they say something dumb, I don't want them to get banned. I time them out, whatever, give them 10 minutes. And then the next day they'd be like, oh man, I should have said that. But they're not going to be banned from the channel, right? So like shout out to the moderators for just like keeping it clean, like Dawn and all you guys. Like I see you in there doing the thing, Dylan, everybody helping out in the chat. And it just makes my job easier. I can focus on what's going on around me. So shout out to the moderators. Thank you guys for making this stream go so well. Like we had 100,000 people tune in total, like 100,000 unique IP addresses worldwide tuned in to my stream to watch War in the Woods. Like I'm blown away, man. Like that's amazing. That was incredible. Because we usually get like, our local no preps, maybe like 5,000 viewers, 10,000 viewers on a good day. Not 100,000. That's crazy. So the mods were working overtime, and I really appreciate the help because they work for free. You know what I mean? They're just here because they love to be here and they love no prep. So shout out to Jet Black, all you guys. Not so much Peglos. No, just kidding.
Fuck Pegalos.
Don T was on, Dylan was on, Amber was on. I mean, they were doing.
Yeah.
They had a lot.
They're just in there moderating.
Yeah, they were.
They were, yeah, and for the whole time, like these are like 12 to 15 hour streams per day, and they were there the entire time. Like I saw their names in the chat the entire time, and I was just, James and all you guys, like, thank you so much. Thank you. I just from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Yeah, seriously. But anyways, I just want to say that first and foremost.
Is that a regular bush or is that a bush apple? Did you find a bush apple or you got a regular?
I did not find a bush apple. So I have a bush ice 6%.
Oh,
that's the hard stuff.
This is like you're like Mike Buis's spirit animal.
Yeah. Yep. The northern Mike.
Yeah,
Buis.
The northern version, but about 3 feet taller.
And way better, way more hair.
Way more hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. It was an awesome time. You know what? I've been now to, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them, and honestly, this one seemed different. The vibe was just like intense this weekend. It reminded me of the first one. The first time I ever went there, there were so many people, and it was just like so crazy and off the hook. And this one was still crazy, but it was like nice crazy. You know what I mean? Like it was well put together. I felt like
Organized chaos.
very organized. Yeah, like it was still chaotic, but much better organized.
I think the weather helped too. There was no mud to slide around in.
Yeah, there was no mud. It was, I don't know, communication was good for the most part, like with the WhatsApp group and the radio station and all of that. It was very hard to really mess things up.
Jeff made everything very, very clear at the beginning of both days, how he wanted things to go, how he wanted the cars to come down the hill, where he wanted people, where he didn't want people. And I think everybody was just, they accepted what he said, they held on to it, and it went really well. It was hats off to those guys. They really laid it out, everybody. And hats off to the people for following the rules, like the racers and the spectators, everybody. You know, for the amount of people in that tiny ass little space, like, it went really well.
Yeah, I was surprised. Even at the starting line, like I was like, there is no way they're going to control this starting line, because every year at War in the Woods, okay, in fairness, every race you go to, it always starts off as, oh, the starting line's under control, it's under control. And then later in the night, as it gets darker and people start drinking more, it becomes more and more chaotic. But they literally held that starting line on point all night. Like,
shout out to those security guys. Like,
yeah,
there was an army of them below the tower, and they were controlling the cars. They were moving the people out of the way for the cars, and like they were working. Like, shout out to those guys. They were good. They were good.
Watching my new Max Wilson. There you go. Thanks, Ease and B. It's great seeing you this weekend.
Yeah, it was good seeing you, buddy. We had a good time, especially Thursday night. We were getting a little tipsy.
I know who you are, Colin. I knew your old Crow Fab. I remember your stickers.
Where's
with Trevor there?
You always had that sick titty shirt on.
Australia, another dude from England. Both of them flew down to see it. It was nuts. Yeah, it was crazy how many people came to see this race this weekend from all over the place. Hey, Patrick, sorry to hear about your accident. That sucks. Hopefully the painkillers keep you straight for a little while.
Back pain's the worst, man. I know about that.
Yeah, I was reading up here, but you were talking and the comments come in so fast. It's hard I try to share everyone's comments here the best I can, but
it's like being in Ben's stream. I mean, that's just flying.
Oh yeah, it's hard. They're flying down, and as soon as I try to see one or click on it, it slides down again, and I got to go back up. Oh,
it got to the point where people were donating their comments just to make fun of their friends, and I had to like shut it down.
I did that.
They would send $2 and they'd be like, "This guy is gay" or something like that, and it would pop up on screen, and I'm like, you know what? I let it go for a little bit because I thought they would get sick of it and just stop, but they started to get a little bit racist. So I was like,
shocker.
I got to shut this down.
No.
Well, yeah, big shocker, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, how can I shut this down without like,
shutting it down?
Yeah, I got to politely. So what I did was I raised the notifications, how they pop up on the screen. I raised it to $10. So I'm like, all right, guys, you want to make fun of each other? It's $10 a pop now. And then they left. That was it.
Oh, you priced them out. So that's
I priced them out. Yeah, that was it. That's how I stopped it.
Hey, sometimes you got to do that, right?
Yeah. Well, it worked. So whatever.
Yeah, you got a lot of love this weekend, though. I heard from everybody. Ben's stream was awesome. Ben's stream's legit. When I came up and saw you on the tower there, you looked pretty wiped, but I was like, I don't know how this guy's holding this camera. Remember me telling you got to get a tripod up there at least to take some fucking weight off your shoulders for a bit?
Shout out to Ricky, who was up there with me pretty much the whole time. I think he saw me breaking down a little bit, and he went down. He didn't say anything. Like, he had this look on his face. He's like, wait a minute. He left. He came back, and he found a fucking folding chair and put it down right in the middle. It fit perfectly right in there. And I could rest my legs, and I was like, thank God, man. Thank you so much. Like, that's the only reason why I kept going. Like, because shout out to Ricky, man, for finding that chair out wherever he found it from.
No, I don't think Joey will be on tonight. I thought Mods got paid. Whack. Jesus.
Yeah, they all got checks. You get your check?
Dylan, you didn't get your check yet?
He's such a
It's
dick.
in the mail. We pay in Canadian, so it's like 40 cents for you.
Oh yeah, when I was up on the stage, these guys, it was in a full-on hotbox at all times outside. I don't even know how you hotbox the outside, but they managed to figure out how to do it. I was getting lightheaded standing on the stage on Thursday night. I had to get off the stage. It was pretty wild. Intense is an understatement. So yeah, we're going to get at it here. We have another special guest, the almost winner of True Street. He was there, almost.
He was there.
He was there, and he almost won.
Yep.
So with that, we'll bring our good buddy Floyd on.
Protest Floyd.
What's happening, Protest Floyd?
What's up, everybody?
How are you?
Just another night in paradise, you know?
Uncle Jeff is an alpha, that's for sure.
I am
Oh,
still
how you
tired.
feeling? You rested up or still tired?
I'm still tired, dude. That was a war.
Oh, absolutely. I think definitely War in the Woods is one of those events. I think we slept 8 hours in 2 days, if that.
Yeah, I left.
You got to push through.
Yeah, I left Thursday morning. I mean, I was up at like 6:30, and drove out, and we had obviously the smoke show, so that didn't end till 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then my internal clock, I was back up at 7:30 Friday, and then that went till 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and Saturday woke up same time again, and I didn't go to bed till last night after my daughter's birthday party. So,
oh wow, yeah, you've made.
I mean, I took a look. I made a 2-hour nap from Columbus to Wheeling, almost to Pittsburgh. My buddy drove the bus, so it is what it is.
Oh yeah, you got that sick little short bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Floyd rides the short bus, that's for sure.
Thing's awesome.
Well, I mean, I rode it growing up, so I might as well do it as an adult, right?
Yeah, you want to feel at home, right?
Yeah, we all rode the bus together.
Absolutely.
No, that was an awesome experience. I tell you that. Like, it sucks that Jeff's going to change the return road next year, I guess, but because that's the vibe. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, absolutely.
Win or lose, it doesn't matter. Like, you feel special. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Everyone's cheering. Little kids have their hands out. I remember slowing down a couple times because there'd be like a little kid.
The same kid.
Yeah.
The same kid. The same spot.
Hang out the window, give them 5 on the way by.
Yep. Same little boy.
Yeah.
Will it be an option though? Like, can you still go the old way and the new way?
Nah, I doubt it.
Just too much of a liability, or are they just revamping the whole place?
I would say probably just revamping it, like just for the speed of the show. You know what I mean? Because there were like small tire cars that are pushing. Well, can't just say small tire cars because there was a couple true street cars pushing, but you know, it got a little congested up top when they were waiting for the push cars to push the cars back and whatnot. So
there's only one road that goes up that hill to the top where all the racers are camped. So if you're going back up and people are trying to come down, it's a freaking traffic jam. That's a problem.
Here's a good question, Floyd. Who would have won, you or me? Draggy to Draggy. Did you have that Draggy I sent you beat?
If it didn't chatter the tires in the finals, I probably. But you definitely had the faster one.
All right.
Was there looking at it now? What is there something you would have done different there in the final? What happened there?
I mean, obviously, Mike can tell you that I'm a pretty easygoing guy, and Tom and I was talking at like going into the final, and I was like, whatever lane you want, you can have. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I was just honored, and you know what I mean, just glad to be a part of it, to just be there in general, to go rounds and just have a good time. So it didn't really matter. Like if I would have won the helmet, great. I mean, obviously I wanted the helmet, but like the money, a little bit more money that we didn't split. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he didn't offer a split with you?
no, we did.
Oh,
We
you
did a split.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was going to ask
it was
you guys if you did a split or not.
Yeah, we did a split. I mean, obviously he got a little bit more than what I got, but it is what it is, you know?
No, but that's good that you guys split. I didn't know what ended up happening at the very end there. So that's cool. At least you went home with some money.
Yeah, the helmet is what I really wanted. You know what I mean? But
well, we all want that helmet. That's why we go there. I mean, the money's nice, but everyone wants that War in the Woods helmet for sure.
Yeah. No, it slowed down like a half second to the 60 foot or 500 to the 60 foot. But I picked up almost 6 mile an hour out the back because of the power that I put in. So it would have been a good race.
Yeah, it looked like a good. I mean, I think honestly, looking at that True Street, that whole group, I didn't see one car that was predominantly faster than the rest of them in the group per se.
Yeah, the dude with the silver nitrous Nova, that thing was gangster. But he had a hiccup. He had a hiccup against me in the third round. I mean, I think with the drag you showed me, he was probably two faster than that.
Oh, really? 2/10 faster? You think so? The problem I found there was going through, and I talked to Jimmy about this too, because we both put in tune-ups to go a little bit faster, but you couldn't. Like,
it didn't.
Traction control was catching it. It wouldn't let you. I mean, I definitely could have put a lot more in the 60 foot.
Yeah.
I'm still learning how to control that radial in a 60, so I was being more cautious.
Yeah.
Because I got PTSD from years ago of constantly blowing the tires off the starting line, so I still struggle with like 60 foot putting too much power in. Terry knows this. Like, that's one thing that I hate losing a race because I just put, maybe a little too much in the first 60 feet. And then it ends up costing you the race. So now I've been lately in the last couple of years a lot more conservative 60 foot to make sure the truck's going. And then that's why we back half so hard, is because
you definitely had some mile an hour.
Yeah, but that's why we do that, is because I don't want to lose by putting too much into 60. But now I'm getting more comfortable with the truck, so I want to start getting after it in the 60 foot and seeing what the limitation of the leaf spring is 60 foot wise on backside surfaces and stuff like that. That's really where we need to
and we're forced to. There's no ducks. I mean, there was nobody there that was slow. That shouldn't have been that fast. That couldn't have been.
You don't come to War in the Woods and think there's going to be ducks there.
Everybody from the second round on was a killer. I mean, they all deserved to be there, and they could have been there pretty easily.
To answer your question, James, you know what? I don't have a lot of. If last week was the first time putting a true radial on the car. We've ran QTPs before, but that's not a radial tire. Like last Wednesday, it's a bias ply. So last Wednesday was the very first time I've ever put a radial on my S10. And we went out and we did some testing, and my buddy Josh helped me a little because he does a lot of radial truck stuff and kind of guided me a little bit on, hey, you're going to have to change your tuning strategy from what we're used to because we run bias ply all the time. And he said, you're going to have to do this and you're going to have to do that and make some minor adjustments to the shock certain ways. And I mean, it worked, but I definitely now would like to put in some more time on a radial and see, I want to see if we can get after it. I'd like to see how fast you actually can go on those things. So
you going to keep it for KD?
I don't think I'm counting KD. Honestly, I'm a 1 a year person. So KD, I go once a year. War in the Woods, I go once a year. These weekend trips and stuff like that are thousands of dollars for me with gas and everything else. So it's just too much financially to keep repeating. So you'll be good at KD. Don't worry. You're fine. True Street looked like a fast class. True Street was fast. There were a lot of fast cars there. Did we lose Floyd? He looks frozen up.
Has he never been to KD?
He's back.
I'm back. Sorry. My wife was calling. I was like, hey, I'm on a live right now. Hold on.
You've been to
Yeah,
KD
I've been to KD quite a few times. Yeah, it's
Wasn't
probably 5 hours for me. So
Yeah, for me, it's about actually, where do you live then? If you're 5 hours from KD?
I am about 45 minutes south of Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because for me, it's only 7.5. I'd say 8, maybe.
Yeah,
So
which makes
shit.
sense.
Yeah, that would make sense then. I thought for some reason you lived in Ohio, like you were Ohio.
No,
What are you trying to say?
yeah. What are you trying to
Oh,
say?
hey, that's not nice.
No, I don't know. I just always thought Floyd was from Ohio because he's always at the Ohio events. Like he's always in the mix there
Yeah, but
at the
like a lot of
Ohio
the
stuff.
Ohio guys don't travel much, other than Billy and
That's true.
John Sermon and stuff. So
They got to put shoes on.
Losing the tire on the
Nah.
60 with radials might. Yeah, the problem with the radial is a slick you can snap it right back. A radial doesn't do that, and those my first 3 passes that I attempted on the front side when we were testing. I blew the radial right off because I had everything backwards.
Oh boy, we're in. Watch him.
Oh
watch
shit,
what
we
you
got
say.
royalty.
Hey,
Jason's from Kentucky, so it doesn't matter.
No, I know Jason's from Kentucky.
No,
Yes,
I look
big smooth
every
breath.
all the races I go to are 3 to 5 hours away. So that's why I had to get the bus, just because
that's awesome.
you can't go to these races and do a 2-day event, because then it gets way too expensive with hotel rooms and
Oh, yeah.
like this. And
Well, it's 3
I mean,
days really when you think about it, because you're there Thursday, so it's a hotel room
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because
And then-
most people come Thursday.
No, but it's like for me to KD, it's south of me, so it's probably 4.5, 5 hours, and then like Magnolia's 3 hours. Like National Trail, it's 3 hours. Coonley, it's like 2.5. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That's not too bad though.
no, Pennsylvania they don't have any like no prep deal shit. So
So you think Jimmy won True Street with that 640 pass he made against you?
yes,
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Shots
yes,
fired.
I agree with that 100%, Jason. 100%. We talked
Yes.
about that actually before you ran. Remember?
Mhm.
We were talking about starting line ratios and stuff.
yep.
I need
I
Jason
think-
to hook me up with one of them fancy 9 inches he builds, because I'm getting tired of pulling 8A gears in pieces out of the rear end of my truck every month. I think I've been through 8 or 9 sets of 8A gears now that it just spits them out after every 3 races.
We had to talk about that last week.
Oh, it's painful.
Yeah, I told him I need a 9-inch as well, so I could just swap gears for different
Yep.
different surfaces.
Touching on this, I'll be honest, that is a big factor there at War in the Woods. Maybe it's just me personally, but when there is such a big gap between rounds that you do, and you do one round at like 4 o'clock and then the next round's at like 11:30, it's a weird feeling for me, at least, because that first round your adrenaline's like
Way up.
way up. Like my eyes feel like they're gonna blow right out of my head, and you are so like antsy. And then the problem is your body comes down off that adrenaline after 4 hours of sitting. So now you go back up to the line and I feel exhausted, like completely fucking wiped out. So I know I fucked up with Jimmy Dale and was sleeping on the light. But in fairness, Limpy also fucking clicked that light real early on that race.
There we
And
go.
Oh,
I'm not
What?
using that as an excuse. I should have been on the ball, but he got me there a little bit.
I
did notice that.
I honestly slept against Jimmy as well, so
I mean,
I
hats
just-
off
I'm-
to Jimmy, because he cuts a light. Like, he's on it.
Okay.
it must be a Texas thing, because he must have that like Bluetooth like thing in there for the trans brake.
It's got a
So
delay box on the light.
No, he
him
even
and
told me,
Billy.
he was like just sitting there fucking shaking, like ready to fucking hit that light, because he knew he had to get out on me, and that's fair. It's a nitrous car, right? So He even told me that. He goes, I got to get out on you, and then you won't catch me. And I said, well, I'm pretty sure you're going to get out on me because you can 60-foot that car hard. But I said, I'm going to put everything I got to fucking run you down. Trust me. And
he said he was he said he was one womp away from you going by him.
Oh, yeah.
He started to womp. He said he stopped because he was right
He
there.
wasn't whopping that time. Yeah.
He said he thought he fucked up when he womped because I went flying by him.
I even told Chat before your race, I'm like, you watch Jimmy Dale. He's not going to play at the end of this race because Mike's going to run him down. Like, there's not going to be any bullshit at the end of this.
He was one womp away from fucking losing that round.
Oh, yeah, well.
True Street was the show to watch for me. Yeah, True Street. You know what? That was an incredible. We had 51 cars signed up.
Yeah.
That's the biggest True Street class I've seen.
Biggest class there?
Yeah, I mean, Small Tire had 50.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, though.
But that's wild to have the True Street class and the Small Tire class with the same number of cars.
Same.
170, 164, or 170 cars total.
167. That's what the count was.
Dylan's talking numbers that none of us have ever been.
Those are his numbers.
To. He must be talking about like top fuel.
Did you sell that race car?
That's what I would have guessed, Dylan. You never know. Floyd looks like an Ohio boy. See?
Oh my
Jesus Christ! I'm close enough. Everybody says I have an accent, but I don't know. That's just they say I sound like I'm from the South, but
Floyd would be lucky to be from Ohio.
I'll be there this weekend. Does that count?
Yeah, where are you going to be this weekend? What's this weekend?
Freebird. It's a
Where's
little.
that?
It is. I think it's Smithfield, Ohio. They're doing a little no prep deal. The track is actually in like a state park.
Really?
So this guy Ed has the lease to it, and super nice guy. The track could be gangster as shit. Like,
yeah,
they redid the concrete, and it's not the greatest. Like it still had like sometimes you can still see dust coming off the track, and it's been like that for 3 years now. So it's just like a bracket track, and like myself and a bunch of my buddies, we go there and test. Yeah, but he's going to have an event there this weekend, and hopefully it's a good turnout. I mean, we'll see. I mean, that's where I've tried to wicker at, and I can never go like more than a certain speed. And I actually had the 26s on it, and I went 7-8 mile an hour more faster than what I did on radials.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I guess the wicker helps. So, but it's a cool little track. If you remember at KD, my buddy Gabe with the blue dart with the black front end, the Hemi deal. There's a video of him at Freebird riding a wheelie through the finish line.
Oh, wow.
I'll send you a video later.
Okay, cool. Sorry, just answer this question quickly so I can move on. Bobby, you can't really get the wrap that's on my truck. It was custom printed by a friend of mine. I have nowhere to send you to get it. It's not like a commercial bought wrap. He designed it and printed it. So I wish I could help you out, but I know he won't print another one because he hates doing custom shit. He does commercial like food trucks and stuff or billboards. He doesn't wrap cars. So I apologize for that. Carry on. Sorry.
No. But it's a cool little track, and it's only, it's like an hour, and yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Uh-oh. Turn that off when you see me. No, but it's like I said, it's a cool little backyard track. Like it reminds you, it's equivalent to. Have you ever raced at Magnolia? Ted and Jan, or what?
No,
that's the one that Chris puts on.
42, I believe, was where we went. Chris held that race backside of 42.
No, that was Coonley.
What 42 was that race we went to?
That's
42
where you.
is the one I've been to. I haven't been to
That's
Magnolia.
what I would. Yeah, 42.
Yeah, but it's equivalent to like Magnolia, I would say, something similar to that.
Okay.
But more grass, and they don't really sweep it off as much, and it is pretty cool. The shutdown looks like you're going down a golf cart path. There's like two
really?
strips. It used to be an old airstrip, I guess, but they extended it, and it looks like you're literally going down a golf cart path for each car. It's pretty sketchy, but
While we're talking about Jimmy Dale.
Did you just see what Alex posted?
No. What did he post?
He just posted a little interview of Jimmy Dale after your race 4 minutes ago. I can see the captions, but it's basically him talking about you and his race.
That's fine. Can you bring it up?
I can share screen. I don't think I got anything new. I got my pants on everywhere. Yeah.
Close the porn tabs.
Yeah, close all those porn tabs. Subscription to everything.
It's going to be 24 seconds of lies, I'm sure.
Of Jimmy Dale?
Got to be lies.
Jimmy Dale, don't lie.
Let's see here. Share.
it's a true streetcar.
Yeah, some people disagree, is what I see in the chat here.
How do I make this?
Terry, you got to open it bigger than that.
I don't know how to do any of this. You kidding me?
Hit full screen on it. Yeah, well,
That didn't work.
But
Oh,
there you go.
A little better. Oh boy.
This should be good.
Hey, so you raced Mike Corley. What happened?
I don't want to hear nothing on the table. Don't even invite that man to the table.
You ain't even allowed to eat at the table no more, Mike. I love you. But like that.
God.
Hey, what happened before the finish line? Tell them what happened before the finish line.
I heard a little
Wow, just like that, damn it. Woo!
Hey, so you raced.
Sorry.
All right. Now that we're bringing up Jimmy Dale, let's take a look at that race. While it's fresh on everyone's mind, and then we'll get through some of the other videos.
So good.
Holy fuck, Terry, you put a lot of stuff on here.
I got every final. I got all your races.
Yeah.
You know he has Billy's.
This one.
Mike Corley versus Jimmy Dale. That's a hell of a matchup.
Get ready, it's gonna be a banger. We got Mike Corley, the crazy Canadian, driving the Sinister Shop Truck. Coming up next, the Chevy S10 with the dart block 427, sponsored by Sinister Performance, True North Turbo, Maxwell 2, Nitrous Outlet, Circle D Specialties, 3 wins on the lead. It is 50 Shades of Brown, the 327 Mustang, Jimmy Dale. Jimmy Dale, right lane, Mike Corley in the left. So this is main event, round.
Yeah, they're both going to have to put it in there. No playing around on this race. They're going to go right to the end.
It is round 4, so round 4, main event, True Street.
We got Trevor TC2 lining them up.
Meanwhile, Mike Corley taking his time, getting settled in over there in the fuel tech lane as Jimmy Dale.
Mr. Jimmy Dale, where are your headlights at? Or brake lights for that matter. You know the True Street rules say lights on. Where's Officer Floyd at?
High precision turbo lane.
Oh, Mike caught him. Mike caught him. Oh, it's going to be right lane, Jimmy Dale.
You made up a lot of ground.
That was a good race.
That's
You
hard
ran
to
him
watch.
down, man.
Almost got him. One more whomp, and he was finished.
Dude, that thing you put in there, Officer Floyd.
Oh, I love that part. Where's Floyd at?
Hey, I mean, okay, let's talk about that as well for a minute. I know I got a lot of slack for the wing this weekend, but I went back. Let's go back in time a little bit. I took it off, you remember, in Ohio because it was fully adjustable. Honestly, I didn't even know before Ohio. I came up to the starting line. I didn't even know that was a rule in True Street. I don't know when they added that. They said it was in there forever. I guess I never paid attention. So I went back and I messaged all the guys who made up those rules, which was Chris Lane, Happy, all those guys. I said, I see on the rules now it says no adjustable wing. So I don't really want to take the wing off, on and off all the time. It's a fucking royal pain in the ass to do it. And I don't want to screw back in the old wing because now all the holes are bored out in the tailgate. So now I'd have to drill all new holes and remount it, and half the coins fell off of it, and it's a mess. So Trevor makes fun of me all the time because there's nickels all over my yard that have fallen off that wing everywhere. So I said, as long as it's not adjustable, it's fine to have as a wing, right? Like, there's no issue if I make it non-adjustable. And they said, yeah, it's fine. As long as you make it non-adjustable, it's no longer a tunable wing, because that's what it says. You can't have a tunable or weighted wing. So you can't have those big, whatever they are, 3/4 inch fucking steel plate wings either, is my understanding.
My outlook on that is in quotation a lot of the time, the D-team rules, and even I think Jeff, the adjustable tuner wing is, I think of like a tuner wing as in like the Fast and the Furious, and like I'm not saying that yours is, but it's all on how you interpret it. You know what I mean? So like myself, I think like it's a tuner wing. The big wings hanging off the back is a tuner wing, but it is what it is. If it works, it works. I mean,
but it says no adjustable tuner wings. So when it says adjustable, I had no adjustment in my wing that I could do anything with changing the pitch. Like you saw that video of Ryan's on the, like his fucking goes up, then it goes down. It's all on actuators and shit. And mine before did have adjustable adjusters, so I could put more pitch. Like honestly, at War in the Woods, I probably would have taken some pitch out of it, because you could see how the front end was. I would have rather the front end came down. Even racing Jimmy Dale there, I should have fucking bracket raced him and slammed the front down, and it might have been better, because
it was all tooted up,
sitting so high, right? It's hard to see the front at that point. It's actually better lower, but like I said, I cleared it all with those guys first, and then I was disputed first round by the guy I was racing in the station wagon, but we went through it there with Jeff and all the guys on site, and they said I had to take the weights off. Remember, I had the lead weights on the wing?
On the back.
That was considered weighted wing, even though it's not part of the wing. It's part of the... Anyway, I'm not going to argue it. I just took it off because I didn't want, I didn't want problems with that. If someone protested me, I was fine with, whatever call they made. If I had to take the wing off, I would have taken the wing off. Did it make a huge improvement on a front side there? No, I don't honestly believe it would have changed a lot, personally. I mean, it would be cool to see the difference, but I don't think, well, look, I didn't win the thing anyway, wing or no wing. Jimmy Dale didn't have a wing. He just has a fucking big block nitrous car. So
we got big blocked.
We got big blocked, and that's fine. But I just wanted to go for that. But then, if we're following the rules, we're going to bring some drama too. Those headlights were never on any rate.
Or brake lights.
Or brake lights. And it says specifically in the rules, every time racing in that class, the headlights had to be on. So technically, if you're going to make it dramatic, you could have legitimately protested him for that race, and he would have lost.
But is it worth the internet backlash?
It's not worth it. And I didn't protest it either. I mean, I don't care if his lights are on or off. I'm just saying, technically, if you start bitching about rules, there's always something you can pick on somebody.
Yep.
I think at the end of the day, between the racers, it's a decision between them where they're like, okay, would his headlights not being on, or being off help him win that race? Obviously not.
No. But the rules are rules, and I mean,
they are. But that's where you're going to get like this kind of kickback from the internet, because now people are like, well, look, they let Mike with his stupid wing in there, and then Jimmy Dale had no headlights on in any of the races, and it specifically says in the True Street, and it does. And Corey's told me before, he said if you come up at KD without your headlights on, it's going to be called as
a DQ.
A DQ.
Well, I remember at Corey's race and Katie's side, in Extreme Street, it said all body panels must be on the car. Mm-hmm. So the guy come up, I think it was first round, and he was racing my buddy that had the Camaro at this weekend with the blue doors and stuff like that. Kurt's his name. And he comes up, and Corey was like, look, my rules say you have to have all body panels. And I think it was like somebody that actually raced down there and know him and stuff like that. And Corey was like, look, you have 2 minutes to go get the hood. And he said, no, I'm not putting a hood on. And sure enough, I mean, Corey disqualified him, and that was it. You know what I mean? So Corey definitely sticks behind his rules. So not saying anything about anybody else, but I mean, if it says something, he's going to tech the cars. He's going to do all that stuff as well. So it's just hard to sell. It's hard to self-tech as well. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
I don't know.
Okay, for Terry knows, for our events, we tech every single car, and when it says must have working headlights and taillights, we check them at that point. Now, after the fact, if they go up and they race without them on, I don't give a fuck. We've already teched them. We know they work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think that rule's a little bit silly, because there are certain tracks, like why do you have to have your headlights on? And not only that, sometimes it does mess up the camera and pictures and stuff like that when you're shining high beams right at the cameras. But yeah, it's one of those things now in hindsight. It's like, it's one of those cringe moments where people will be, well, maybe Floyd should have won because he disqualified himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
people, the internet's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
they're ruthless. Trust me, I know after today's Facebook post.
And like Tom, I mean, after the protest deal, like I told him at KD, like, I'm not doing it to be a dick. Like, I just want to see the integrity of class stay pure. You know what I mean? So like, so after that time, like we started talking, and he calls and this, you know what I mean? Like you and I talk quite often, and
yeah.
So like him and I, we text, and he even texts me after the race, like, hey buddy, like, have safe travels home, love you, this, that, and the other. So like, it's just like, he's a great person. And he even said after the finish line or on the return road, like, I was just happy. I mean, it made a good pass. Like, I wasn't saying I was catching him, but he wasn't running out my life. And, like, yeah. But so we get to the end of the road, and he's like, dude, he's like, bro, that was a great race, this, that, and the other. It's a pleasure. And like, he said, like, what I say on my video, he's like, don't take it personal. And I'm like, no, I mean, I understand. When he's Jimmy Dale, he's a character. Yeah. You know what I mean? But whenever he's Tom,
oh yeah, he's normal as shit. He's a great
dude. He's pure, he's true, like he's a good dude. Like, I mean, if you needed something and he had it, he would give it to you, but
100%.
But
that's
even that.
Let's go ahead.
Sorry. Even like Sarah, that's up on the line and stuff like that. That's with Happy and whatnot. Like, she was like, I love Tom. She's like, but I fucking hate Jimmy Dale. Like, but that's just, I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, this is his livelihood. I mean, I understand.
Yeah, it's a production with Jimmy Dale. He's a character, and he focuses on being that character. And I get it, and I get the shit talking too. Like, even that after thing with Alex, I'm far from mad at Jimmy Dale fucking around.
No.
Actually, before we raced, I bought a couple rubber ducks when I was at the convenience store, so I put one on his laptop. while he was gone, and he came back. Like, that's just all good fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we do with each other. I wouldn't. And again, with the headlights thing, that's another thing. I would never go back now and be like, oh, well, he should have lost because of the headlights. Now, should people maybe remind them when they come up to the line so there isn't internet drama? Because most of the people on Facebook after the fact who don't even race or aren't even in that class just use it as a leverage point to say, well, look, this is why no one races True Street, because no one gives a fuck about the rules, and special people like Jimmy Dale get to do this, and Mike gets to do this because he's friends with them, and it's all bullshit and blah, blah, blah. I was the first to say, hey, listen, if wings are a problem, let's get rid of all wings. Because I don't see the difference in a wing like yours that you made with those big scoops and all this shit on the back. Like, I can make a wing that would probably be even better attached to the tailgate. I'll just put a giant 4x8 sheet of aluminum and angle it properly, Like,
it'd be like the Studebaker. Like, that motherfucker is.
Like, there's ways to do it. I just didn't want that ugly shit on the back. There's ways to do it that you're going to get around the rules. You found a way around the rules. I found a way around the rules. Like, there's always a way to bend the rules a little bit to get certain things that you want done. But in the event that becomes an issue, then just say no wings. I'm fine with no wings.
Yeah,
if you don't have your wing on your trunk lid and I'll take the wing off my truck, no issue. But then it's fair to everybody. But to let certain people build certain wings and other people not to be able to use this and that, I mean, that's where it becomes like a
shit show.
Yeah, just make it say no wings. Say, remind people when they go up to the line, hey, your headlights have to be on. There was the thing with his license plate. I don't have my real license plate on the back either, because technically, and everyone knows, when you go to a racetrack with a car that's licensed and insured and you get in an accident, there's going to be 1,000 pictures with that license plate on there. You know what I mean? So no, we don't run the legit. I have it. It's in my trailer, but we ran a vanity plate for that reason. Like, there's lots of reasons to run a vanity plate, but at any time I will happily show you the insurance, the ownership, and the license plate I have for that truck. And when we go on street cruises, like we did at Dig or Die, I put on the real plate. Because now I'm on the street, and if I get pulled over, the plate has to match the ownership. But when we're talking about it at a racetrack, I think all these things are just hoops that you have to jump through to get into that class. We all know these aren't fucking street cars, any of them. Okay, you can say whatever you want. Oh, yeah, I drive to the grocery store and blah, blah, blah. You're not going to drive from Ontario to fucking Florida in your Mustang. Am I right?
Correct.
I'm not going to drive from Ontario to Florida in my truck either. Like, that's just none of those true street cars would do that.
That would make a cool video if you tried it, though.
I could do it. No. Now, hear me out. I could do it. But I will probably be fully paralyzed by the time I get down there, because my back will be so fucking bent out of shape from sitting in that Kirky seat upright
Slapping
like that for hours.
Well,
the truck doesn't overheat. The truck has an alternator. I mean, I've done the cruises at Dig or Die, and they're pretty long cruises. There was nothing wrong with the truck. But yes, I would have to stop at gas stations all the fucking time because it only has a 15-gallon cell. Can it be done? Absolutely, it could be done. Do I want to do that to myself? No, I'm way too old. Maybe if I was like 18, I'd do it.
And it's the wear and tear. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, ultra true.
It's just like I can take my car out and drive it anywhere, but I don't want to. Like, I think actually,
says people focus on these names so much that they're like, well, there's no streetcars in that fucking class and blah blah blah. Okay, so next year we'll call it the Pink Flamingo class.
It's not daily.
There's not going to be any pink flamingos in there, but that's the name of it.
myself and Trevor Whitaker with Hood Rat.
Yeah.
We were down a race a couple weekends ago in Kentucky, and like him and I were talking like it, and I feel like this is a good topic as well. Is like the unity of whatever you want to call the class, extreme street, true street, this or that. Like, can we just all get together and make a one rule class rather than having fucking true street in the north? You have to have a radial and E85 And then in the South, you can run slicks and M1. Like, I think if you want to run M1, cool, that's fine. But I do believe it should be a dot tire. You know what I mean? Like a DOT bi-sply or a DOT radial, something in that nature. But if you have enough fuel to go do a 45-minute cruise like Trevor does in Hood Rat, or you know what I mean, like that's fine.
I've been fighting this battle for years now to get a one rule set nationwide, and we're getting closer. I mean, all the guys.
It just needs done.
Our stuff in the South has followed exactly the same as the guys in the North here, and I think more people are slowly doing it. And I've been saying that same thing for years now. As a racer, it's annoying as fuck when you're trying to travel to different races and you got to look at the rule set and go, oh shit, I don't fit this rule set now because this guy changed, one thing. Like, that's why we tried to. Now our small tire rules are different at our races, and that's just because we found a problem down there with the way things are. But in the North, it doesn't seem to be a problem. That's the issue that comes across when you're a promoter, though, is you also have to look at your area.
Car count.
Well, not even car count. I don't know if I'm overly concerned about car count. We're more concerned always about race quality. Like, when you come to a race, we want you to feel like you have a chance. You know what I mean? And we tried to always build the rule sets to keep it tight enough. But like I said, we also tech every car. So if a car gets through tech, it's very rarely, unless someone's really slipped something by us, that something will get through. So it puts the racer at ease too, because now you don't have to be protest Floyd. The car's already been checked. You know what I mean? You don't have to be that asshole. And I've seen it 100 times where shit isn't right. And they go in the driver's meeting and say, okay, listen,
you don't want
so-and-so is running, slicks in True Street. Does anyone here care? And nobody wants to be the one guy who steps forward and goes, I care. And everyone's like, bitch, fucking pussy. And you're like,
well, that happened.
It's not right? And you saw what happened when you protested Jimmy Dale. It's the same thing, right? It just blows up into, well, this guy's a fag because he protested this car and blah, blah, blah. They're just scared.
Well, that happened at KD for you, where you wanted to run a QuickTime Pro in a radial class.
Yeah.
And they shut you down.
And they shut me down. And that was fine.
Yeah.
And I had no issue with it. My problem was at that time, I had no other tire. I just wanted to race. So I said, hey, is this okay with you guys? And I heard the grunting and shit, I said, don't worry about it. Forget it. I'm not, I don't want those problems. I'm not trying to cheat here. I just didn't have any other tires I could put on my truck, and I was just hoping to race some more that day. That's how I am. I don't really care. Yeah, 100%. And I think we're getting there. That's the thing. I think with like the bigger promoters like Jeff, Happy, Limpy stuff, we're trying to get in on it. Chris Lane, like we're all trying to unify all these rules, and it is coming together slowly. But there's also a lot of promoters that are outside of that circle that, again, do their own thing. And they want to be different. They want to try to get... And it is tricky, like I said, because you're looking at your own demographic areas. And sometimes stuff in the North doesn't work for people in the South, or they have no interest in it. So what are you going to do? Just keep these rule sets and nobody ever shows up, and you're kind of like, well, okay, now my events suck. So it's like a fine line of keeping everything unified, and then there's just promoters who are like, fuck those guys. I don't give a shit what they're doing. We're going to do things our way, and that's that.
We have a different race each year. We have one a year where we do allow chassis cars to run small tire, but it's our big one. It's not our typical.
This question? Yeah. The only race where chassis cars are allowed to run in our races has always been North versus South, because they really scraped the track at Immokalee when they did it, and it is actually very challenging. Where we figured that a chassis car wouldn't have such an advantage, but on a normal front side, it's not a popular comment, but chassis cars seem to dominate on a good surface. I mean, you're lighter.
Weight is everything.
Yeah, suspension, the geometry, everything. So It's just like, I know it's not a popular thing, but a lot of small tire guys don't want to really run $300,000-$400,000 chassis cars. Like, they just can't afford to compete, and they don't want to go into True Street and start picking on people like Floyd with his daily driven Mustang. So, it's like a fucked up area now because you have all these small tire cars, and it's even for like people like me. I love running small tire, but my truck is slowly every year getting less and less competitive, and it's not from lack of trying. Like, I try new shit all the time. Terry and I are always trying scientific experiments to try to be faster and do stuff, and I'm clinging on like barely. Like, we're still relatively fast in Canada, but if I go to War in the Woods with my truck and try to run small tire, I'm just donating. I know that right off the rip. I'll maybe get one round in if I'm lucky, and that's dependent on who I draw. Like, there's guys who can always get lucky, but at War in the Woods, my truck is True Street competitive. Like I said, between the group of True Street guys there, I don't think I was way ahead of anyone else. They're like, oh, small tire truck and True Street. My truck's always been a True Street truck. That's why I've left it like that. So I had the option because I see the writing on the wall. Eventually, you know, I can only make that truck as so fast. It's heavy. It's leaf spring. It's, you know, stock frame, all steel, all glass. Like, I've put a really good motor in it. I've done my best financially that I can to be competitive, but again, there's only so much you can do.
But I was saying about how Hoodrat and I was talking, like could we drive our cars? Yes, we could if we wanted to go wherever we wanted to go. But the wear and tear on the things, and just like, I mean, I'm 38. So I don't want to be sitting in a Kirky for hours on end. Like, it's just not, that doesn't sound fun. Maybe like you said, when we were 18 and in our 20s, yeah, let's do it. But also wear and tear. Like, you don't want to be, you have a great motor. You know what I mean? Like, mine's not as good as what yours is, but like, I have good stuff in mine, and it's on a timeline. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I tell people. I do a lot of passes every year, and it costs me a motor every year because there's only so many passes I'm going to get out of it.
Yep.
We were discussing, wasn't it you I was discussing with at the line, getting big blocks and fucking running like 8 pounds of boost through the thing and lasting for 5 years instead of stretching these poor LSs at 40 pounds of boost to the fucking rods come out of them.
Yep.
Trying to compete with that same big block.
Yep.
I think mine saw 41 or 42 pounds against Jimmy Doe.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's nothing I can do. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, and Jason said it like and you as well. Like, my car is pretty much set up for the street and crappier surfaces, but like front side, there's nothing. I mean, I can go a little bit faster than what we were doing there, but it's beating the guts out of it. Like, I need a gear change or something to get it to 60 better or whatnot, but it is what it is. I mean,
Scott thinks he's always the one that's killing all the classes. We change rules for what we see we deem heavy advantages one way or the other. We've never ruled out engines, or I don't think we've ever done that, right, Terry? Just chassis because of a chassis advantage. Again, I don't know. I just feel like common sense rules, maybe.
I'm yelling.
In case you didn't know.
I'm going to do Freebird this weekend, and then I'm changing it. So
there you go. Do you have a 9-inch in there or 8.8?
8.8.
Oh, so you're like me.
Yeah.
Peasant style.
It sucks. I mean,
changing gears always sucks.
And what sucks is for the Go to Real Cup last year, I changed it and I had a decent gear in it. But the first half of the year, I was like, I don't know, I was power wheeling. Like, it would leave decent off the line, and then it would just climb the ring gear. So like, I knew the the gear set that I have in it now, it never did that. And I sure as shit, I changed it, but it slowed to 60 down. So, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's why I asked if you.
It's a give or take.
Everyone was saying get a 9-inch and then get a few center chunks. That way, when you're doing front side, you're like, boom, put this gear set in. Because I broke the gears testing, as you know, right before War in the Woods. So now I'm staying up all night pulling the 8.8 apart, resetting a new set of gears in it. It's not like an instant quick change like everything else. So it becomes like when you work full time and all this stuff, the only times, as you know, is nighttime, right? So it's hard to stay on top of your race program, especially if you're trying to go out every weekend. You're like, okay, this weekend we got to do this gear change. And then next weekend, we're going to do this event. So we need a different gear for that event. So I get where you're coming from. Most of the time I leave like a middle gear, something that's okay for front side, okay for backside. And you try to find that middle ground. And it's hard when you're trying to do both. That's why we've tried to concentrate more on staying with backside stuff, because going back and forth is a nightmare. We tried it last year. We tried it for a long time last year. And I was like, what are we doing? We're just breaking parts and we're not getting ahead of anything. And then we go back to backside and now we've lost all the experience there, or all like the setup there. So now I don't know. I find it hard to set up a car for both. I know there's a lot of people who can do it. I don't know. With me, it's always
a lot of work.
Struggle. It is a lot of work, and it's time that I don't have.
Changing bar angles, changing.
Chris,
tell us how you really feel there, Chris.
Ungrateful people and your rules. Always bitching about rules. Problem is,
he's an angry elf.
Big blocks, and then he will be back to 40 pounds of booze. You're probably right.
Yeah.
There's no cheap way.
I'll send you a picture of something I found.
All right. I'm sure you found something with your post there that you were looking for. Jimmy Dale really got in your feelings this weekend. We're looking for a new car.
If I get it, I'm never getting big blocked again. I'll tell you that.
I told myself I'm not getting a new chassis. There was a time when I was thinking about it and this and that. We're going to ride out this S10 until it's no longer competitive, and then we're just going to ride out into the sunset, because financially, there comes a point where you got to just say, getting older, you need some money for the future at some point. I can't just keep blowing it every weekend on race car parts, because it's becoming far and few between at this point.
Get a boat.
Yeah. Get a boat, blow it all on that.
You wasted money there.
Take up golfing.
No. I don't know. There's just other things I'd like to do in life, and I've really had a good time, and I'm so happy to be doing no prep stuff, because this seems like the peak. Like the last 5 years have been the absolute greatest time for no prep racing. I've met some of the coolest people that we've ever met. I've been to some of the coolest races. I never thought. I was talking about it even at the starting line, just standing there at War in the Woods. I'm like, 6 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be here, like standing here on this line. It doesn't matter about winning, losing at that point. It is some of the coolest experiences, and I have zero regrets doing any of it, because if I wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have known how actually awesome and the awesome people you meet. Like, I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met
the best.
The community is just like crazy friendly.
There's great people, but there's also shitbags.
Yeah,
but that's in everything
in life.
Yeah,
I mean,
no prep is way better.
There's
way
people you.
There's
people that are shitbags. I mean, there's people even in your own family that you probably consider shitbags. A lot of people don't like members of their family. That's life. But for the most part, I've found a majority of the people in this kind of community are always there, except this dickhead.
Dylan's my favorite. I love Dylan.
Oh,
always in
Dylan.
the comments. Always in there. When I was live streaming, I would
Dylan.
get a random Dylan comment, and it would just make me smile. I'd be like, "Oh, this guy's
no!" But it's a great community, and no prep guys. Like, even when you're at the track, if you break something, more than likely, even I was waiting in line and we were sitting there for a while, and I was like, fuck it. The nitrous bottle's getting cold and the battery charger wasn't working, like the blanket. So I walked over to the guy's pit right next to me. I said, hey, man, do you guys have like an extension cord I can plug in our heater or anything? And they went and they looked for a cord. Then they brought me a torch. Like, that's the kind of community it is. They could have told me, go fuck yourself. I don't know who you are. And, you know, carry on, or just ignored me. But I would do the same for someone else in the same position. You know what I mean? Because it feels like it's a family. Now, like a family, there's always going to be a few dickheads in the family. So that's normal. But I don't know. I find a majority of people that I've met on the road, and coming from Canada down to the US a lot, I meet a lot of Americans.
You're alone.
Yeah. Technically, I had Jeff came out and backed me up first round because we really didn't have anyone on my crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that kind of camaraderie with everybody is so nice and like relieving now. Because I remember the first race I went to in the US, I was fucking like nervous because I'm like, I don't know anybody. This is so weird. I'm out of my element. I don't know, like, where am I going? Where do I park? You know, there's a lot of that stuff.
I remember that.
Yeah.
We've got that at Bradenton.
That was a cool picture.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. I feel like everyone, after meeting people, you're like,
they're great people.
I'm going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be all right. If something happens, these people will actually help me out. I'm not here by myself. So
And
I try to do the same thing for people when I meet them now. Anyone who comes to my trailer knows it's like fucking Home Depot. People are in and out of there constantly. They're like, hey, man, can I borrow, this ratchet? Can I borrow this scale? Can I borrow this sensor? Do you have any of these? Do you have any of those?
You got groupies, man. There's just a bunch of people around your trailer just hanging out.
Yeah, and they hang out and they're like, oh, can I use your pump jack? And can I, can I use this? Can I use that? And I'm always, I want to help somebody out, even if it's my competitor. If they're fucked up or something's broken and they need time, I'll give them the tools to fix it. I'll even go over there and try to help them because I'd rather just race. It's more, That's why I was so disappointed with the jumps this weekend. I mean, it probably would have taken me out, but it was still like, fuck. People keep jumping. This is horrible. I wanted to race Clayton heads up. That would have been a cool race. But
that was a bad jump too. I didn't even zoom in on that race.
As soon as I saw him leave, I'm like, no, why did you jump like that?
It was so bad, yeah.
So then we went for the wheelie contest, and we held it for a bit.
You did decent.
Did.
Exactly. That's what I think sometimes, and I'm guilty of it myself. I'm a very competitive person. I hate losing. But then when you step back a little and you're like, why are we getting so fucking heated about, something we're all just should be having fun at? And a lot of the times people get heated at the things that have the least amount of money. Like, people will start fighting and the pot's like $250 and you're like, bro, that doesn't even pay for a single tire. What are you fighting about? This is just stupid at this point.
Yeah.
Like you were saying about travel, like this, I think I told you, like, this was like my 14th like weekend racing. And like, some people that might be a lot, people that might not be a lot, but like, there's been 3 or 4 quite a few of them that like I just picked up and went. Like, I went to Kentucky by myself. I went like a bunch of different places, and then like you meet like David Ray or Jake, or like you meet great people that are willing to help you. Like, same thing with like Jason. Like, we went to like a No Prep Kings in Columbus quite a few years ago, and like I was pitted and he pulls in and he's like, hey buddy, like I knew him but I didn't know him, and he was like, hey buddy, you mind if we like pit right next to you? I'm like, no, go ahead. Like, it's a big ass parking lot, like park where you want. And then like we BS'd a little bit, and my best friend and a couple buddies went with me. When I did have a motorhome, he come over later that evening and he's like, hey, you mind if we get a couple beers off you? I'm like, hell yeah. Like, if I got a cooler full of beer, you're more than welcome to it. So he had some Coronas with some limes and had a great time. And then like saw him again, like, and Jason remembers everybody. And like, he's like, hey Floyd, what's up? Like, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, so then like, I bought a couple things off of him, and like my discount code was like Corona with lime. So like, it's just cool. Same thing with you. Like, you meet each other, and this, that, and the other, and it is a big family, and it is fun. Like,
that's what makes it fun, right? Like, I enjoy that atmosphere. There's some tracks I go to where the atmosphere is so negative, and so, like, I call it cancerous because it just feels like everyone's feeding off of the negativity. That it makes the sport not fun anymore. It makes you not want to do it just because the atmosphere is not fun.
He's yelling again.
I loved War in the Woods because the vibe was just everyone was friendly, everyone was having a good time, everyone, you know. Were there a couple fights here and there? Sure. You're getting people drinking, you know, everyone's testosterone goes up 10 levels and they're all of a sudden professional fighters, but all in all, barely any kind of drama there. Everyone was just having a good time, great time. Even going up to the line, people are like, "What's up, Mike? How's it going?" Like, people I've never met in my life. I'm like, "What's up, man?" You know.
You're Mike Corley.
It's just fun. Like, the atmosphere was just fun. It was a really good time like that.
That was the best one I've been to out of like 3 or 4. Like, I don't know. Like you said, it was just like the atmosphere. And there was a few times, like you said, I just stepped back and like talking to a couple different people, like the Big Stank, and like, dude, this is just absolutely insane. Like,
it was just an awesome vibe. And to answer this question, Bill's comment, I didn't really care, to be honest. I get chirped all the time, as you saw, even with Joey's comment today. If I had thin skin, maybe I would get all rattled by people, but I could care less. My drive home was great. I told Bill the same thing. I like the Hoskinsons. Terry's Billy's #1 fan. Myself, I like Tommy. I like Tommy's always out doing his thing. He's a really cool kid. I've talked to him many times at all the races we go to. He's a truck guy as well, which is a bonus for me. I like watching truck shit. So, I have no problem with Bill. I think he was just trying to, because
he was hyping up Jimmy Dale.
Jimmy Dale and I kind of had that going back and forth where I was shit talking Jimmy Dale. But again, it's all part of the show. Jimmy Dale and I like each other. I've never had a problem with Jimmy Dale. We hung out actually all weekend this weekend. He was pitted right across from me. He'd come over. We'd eat dinner together. We were just shooting the shit about everything, you know, going back and forth. What people see on the internet is not always what the reality is.
Yeah, they don't know the context.
We chirp back and forth because that's part of
you
racing.
have to.
Yeah,
you have to. If not, it would be boring.
And we're on the same team. And I say, "Oh, fuck Trevor, big head. His car's slow, this and that." And he says my truck's a piece of shit, and my head's bigger.
I mean, I gapped him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Too soon? I don't know.
Too soon. So yeah, that's just part of racing for fun. But when you're saying that stuff and you're smiling is different than when you truly don't like. There's some people that truly don't like each other, but I think there's a difference. So Bill's comment, I didn't give a shit. I was laughing, actually. That's why I wrote those nice comments back.
It's just
the wing helped on the way back.
Yeah, my wing helped in the trailer. You told no lies about Trevor, to be honest. Brad, I did win the wheelie contest until the end of the night when money.
I can't remember.
Green car, the Mustang.
Was it Tyler Stevens?
Yeah, he ended up taking
one
of
the Stevenson brothers, I think it was. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm telling everyone now on Jason if they yell at me. All right, well, let's get to a couple more clips here. We got a few of just to go through everything. These are all the finals, Terry? Well, we'll go through my stuff first because it is our show. That's what we do normally. And then we'll go through.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
Right? I do what I want.
Let us know when you're finished. We'll come back.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, my show. I do what I want. No, I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Do that again. I'm getting another beer.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can stay on. We're putting videos up anyway.
We're gonna zoom in on your background and see what's going on.
So we ran. Oh my God, Terry! There's so much.
No,
stuff
they're
here.
in order. Go to the top.
These are mine.
Yours will say if you hover over them.
True Street round 1.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. This was our round 1.
First time.
Well, it's Big Jimmy down there. It's our security guards down there, Big Jimmy.
Right lane getting out of shape. Mike Corley taking the win. Left lane, Mike Corley.
So clean A to B is what I loaded in the truck, and it actually worked. It wasn't super fast, but it was good enough to get us. I'm starting to learn this A to B first round deal stuff. Clean passes because
lucky pass.
No, I've been doing all right with the first rounds.
Here we go.
Dang.
So good first round tune up. I thought for that surface, it went pretty decent. The number was ballpark. I thought for
7:30.
What pair were you?
11th. I was 11th twice in a row, which was weird because second round I was also 11th, same lane. I never got to make a pass in the right lane. I kept getting drawn
better.
in the left lane. The right lane was better, you think? I heard the left was better. See, it all depends on who you're talking to.
Well, I mean, the two passes I made in the left.
Like, oh, you're in left again? Oh, that's the better lane. And then I'd hear when I get back to the pits, oh, you're in the left? Oh, the right's the better lane. I'm like, what the fuck?
Really?
So this was our round 2. We ended up drawing a white S10. I forget, what was his name? You'd probably know better. You're in the True Street circuit more than me.
He was the one from Kentucky, right?
Yeah, I think it was Woods was his last name. Brian Woods.
Yeah, I know of him. I know of him, but yeah.
Something Woods, I believe. Anyway.
It's a gangster. That truck runs. That truck runs good.
Too. But again, sadly, I saw him leave before the light came on. We wicked the tire a little bit because I put a little too much in it because I heard
you scared him.
Something happened, and I saw him leave before the light, so we ended up just letting off halfway down the track. So I saw him leave before the green. But we did wick the tire a little because it left, and then it nosed over, and I got back in it, and then I was like, "What's the point of this? Let's not ball the truck up." Yeah, there's no point balling the truck up trying to make a glory pass when we've already won. So
yeah, I saw it right away too in the stream. It was obvious.
Yeah, I saw. See, as a driver, you know, because I could see the truck move, and then I saw the green light come on. And I said this on your live, too. It's so hard for me when people jump because I have that fucked up thing in my head where I think it's like Chase is a race. And some people put that comment. They're like, oh, Chase is a race. So my brain's sitting there like, don't let go of the button. He just jumped. But that shit's not a thing anymore.
It's heat of the moment, man. Like, you're.
It's very. I even double-clicked the trans brake that time at TMP. I let go and then hit the trans brake again and almost fucking broke the transmission because I don't know why I do that, but I always feel like you have to sit at the line if someone jumps when really you don't have to. But it's a bad way to think about things. So he jumped. So we moved on to third round. Second round was late Friday night. We were the last class to go down.
That was 1 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. And then... So first round was at what time? Round 6?
No, 3, 4.
No,
it was early.
Friday wasn't that early. We didn't do drivers meeting until 4.
Oh, Friday.
Is it? We were through Small Tire or True Street and the bikes, and then they stopped the event to start with Small Tire at 7.
Maybe it was that early. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it
was early.
The gap was, let's say, 3 to 1.
8 hours.
Yeah, it's an 8-hour gap from racing. This is what I mean by when you get kind of in and out of your own head because you're so amped up, and then there's the 8 hours of just sitting there, and so you slowly just come down off that high. It's
and the
hard to
track
get back.
changed
You're full of
tremendously.
barbecue and all that stuff by then too.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So.
Well, and you've been almost falling asleep because it's 1 o'clock, and then it's like, okay, you're up, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's tough.
I honestly don't know how those guys did it when they went 24 hours that one war in the woods where they were racing all night. I would fall asleep personally. I don't think I could race at 6 a.m. after being up from 6 a.m. till 6 a.m. the next day. So we moved on to round 3. We picked that killer Miata that Clayton has. That car made me a little nervous. I was like, I know this car gets down. I knew we had to make a semi-decent pass.
It's a badass car.
Yeah, it is a badass little True Street
Slim
car
Shady.
for sure. Slim Shady.
Small tire.
Small
True
tire.
Street, I guess.
True Street,
small tire-ish True Street car.
Nah, he seems like a cool dude.
Oh, no, he's awesome. I've talked to him before even racing him, and he was telling me it's nice when you feel old, and they're like, oh, man, I was in high school watching you race, and I'm like, oh, I'm so old. He's like, I've been wanting to race you. I'm like, sweet. Thank you for reminding me how old I am. So this was our race with Clayton, or not race.
$5 a piece.
So yeah, Clayton left early. I saw him leave, and then I was like, oh, and now it's green.
Yeah. I didn't even zoom in. I'm like, this guy's
long gone. So the truck came up in a wheelie, and I said, you know what? Let's try to win at least that wheelie money. So worst case scenario, we go home with something. So rode the wheelie for a little bit, and then just put her back down. So that was our 3rd round. So we were moving on to 4th round, and yeah, that's when Jimmy Dale came up to me and said, oh, guess who's racing each other? And I was like, fuck. All right, here we go. I knew what Jimmy Dale was running roughly. And see, guys like that, no offense to him, but you've got to get him in the first 2 rounds, because once he sends those data logs back to that cheeseburger dude or whatever his name is, it's Cheeseburger, right? That's what they call him?
Yeah, cheese.
Yeah, Billy's tuner too, right? Same guy. Once he gets a little bit of data like that, a professional tuner like that, he's going to get that traction control strategy on point. And you know that there's going to be no room for error. So advice to anyone racing cars like that, I almost thought about calling him out first round, but I don't have enough confidence in this radial to do that yet. So I don't actually even think if he would have accepted, to be honest. He knows better too, that he needs to get those data logs in. I mean, that's a lot of guys. I've seen a lot of guys like killers like that. They need those first 2 rounds because they need those data logs to send into their tuners to get things on point.
Well, even before we started, when we were just talking, we were like, man, I don't want any of you. Like, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. But those kind of killers, you got to get them off the trailer, or at least by 2nd round, because once you're into 3rd, 4th round, they have so much data, and those emails have been sent back and forth now, and there's a world of hurt coming your way. Yeah. So I knew Jimmy Dale wasn't going to make any mistakes. I knew I had him covered mile an hour wise. I just, I know he's good on a light too, and I fucked up. So it is what it is. So this was our round 4.
$5 a piece.
Nope, fuck that up. Oh, I showed round 4 already.
Yeah.
That was the long video with Protest Floyd. No headlights.
Protest Floyd, yeah.
So if you hadn't seen the video, you got to rewind a little. I'm not going to put it on again. It was, unless you guys want to see it again.
Show it again.
All right.
It is pretty funny.
Here's the video.
Corley versus Jimmy Dale. That's a hell of a
Get
matchup.
ready, it's gonna be a banger. We got Mike Corley, the crazy Canadian, driving the Sinister Shop Truck. Coming up next, the Chevy S10 with the Dart Block 427, sponsored by Sinister Performance, True North Turbo, Maxwell 2, Nitrous Outlet, Circle D Specialties, 3 wins on the lead of the It is 50 Shades of Red, the 327 Mustang, Jimmy Dale. Jimmy Dale, right lane, Mike Corley in the left. So this is main event round.
Yeah, they're both going to have to put it in there. No playing around on this race. They're going to go right to the end.
It is round 4. So round 4, main event, True Street.
We got Trevor TC2 lining them up.
Meanwhile, Mike Corley taking his time, getting settled in over there in the fuel tech lane as Jimmy Dale.
Mr. Jimmy Dale, where are your headlights at? Or brake lights for that matter. You know the True Street rules say lights on. Where's Officer Floyd at?
Precision turbo lane.
Oh, Mike caught him. Mike caught him. Oh,
And that was that. The end of our War in the Woods run.
Jamie is a phenomenal just
Announcer,
speaker.
one of the
God. Like, dude.
That's what keeps part of the party going.
Mm-hmm. Him and Billy, they just do such a great job. Like he gets intuitive with you, you know, like he asks you questions when you talk to him, and like he just puts it into the show. Like it's just awesome.
No turn signals.
Oh, the Katie did.
Oh yeah, Jimmy told me that's all that surface was going to take. It kept bouncing off traction control. That's what I mean by those times. I don't think those times you could do much better than what we were running. That was the limitation. The only place I could have improved is 60 foot out back. It wasn't going to take anything else.
If you left at the same time, you would have won, Mike.
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%. But
you would have twin turboed them, and that would have been the end of the race.
I'm just talking time wise because Jimmy Dale and I ran exactly the same time to the zero.
What was the mile an hours? What was your mile an hours?
Our mile an hour spread was 7 mile an hour difference.
7 difference.
Yeah.
Good answer.
So he ran 103 and I ran 100 and
whatever that is.
5, 6, 7,
so you reeled his ass up.
110.
Another foot, you might have won. So
yeah.
Let's use those numbers.
Yeah, see, Brad knows. That was the limitation. Yeah. We always say.
The wheel speed was just through the roof. Like it was just.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting though when you see that because it's cool to see like what the limitation is for a track surface and when it's not only your car. Like you can compare. It's nice when certain people share with you data. Like it was cool for Jimmy Dale to show me his draggy because most people won't. I don't really show people mine either. I will to certain individuals that I like. But
Floyd asked all night. He wouldn't share with him.
Yeah, Floyd didn't share shit with me. He was like, "Fuck you. I'm running so fast. I don't want to scare you."
I mean, I knew kind of what he ran was the limit. You know what I mean? Same thing with you. I want to say that he might have won a little bit faster than which you
But
did.
that's what I'm saying. Every round that he goes,
Yeah.
I bet you they massage that traction control curve a little bit.
Yes.
So they could get maybe, a couple thousandths more. I don't think he was getting tenths more, honestly.
No.
There was no chance because we were there. Like there wasn't much more room. I could see just by drive shaft RPM that we were there. Like you could try to loosen the traction control a little bit, and you might.
I thought you didn't run that
much more. Oh, by fourth round we had it. I say I don't run it. I don't run it for the first couple rounds because it's going to hurt you more because you have no data to go off of.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it this way for anyone who's listening, tuning wise.
Bro, you turn it like legit.
Until you make a straight through A to B, traction control will not help you. Because at that point, you're just going off of some other place that you've been to, and you're like, oh, okay, well, we're going to try to run a 680 here. So you're going to put in a traction strategy to run a 680, but you don't know where that surface is going to bump the tire. So it's basically useless, at least in my experience, to ever run traction control anywhere when you're the first couple of rounds. Because the first round, you're normally pedaling, in fairness, with no prep stuff. Because, again, you don't know. I'm talking about when you've been somewhere new. Like, you've never been to this place. What's your strategy with traction control going to be? There is no strategy.
Yeah, like Grand Bend, you don't know where the dips and bumps are, right?
Yeah, you're guessing
until
on
you run it first. Yeah,
you're guessing on a. It's true. Why am I so red now?
I get what you said. Yeah, you look like a beet.
Yeah, what happened? Maybe I moved back from the light.
Oh, there you go. Now you're fine.
There.
You're fine.
Yeah, it must have been too far back. So traction. That's what I was trying to explain to you, Floyd. Was the first couple runs, traction control is useless. You'll actually run slower because you're catching shit that doesn't need to be caught, I guess. So I don't know. I don't use it personally until I have a quality run where I'm like, okay, this was A to B, no pedaling, straight through. It looks clean. Like I always compare the drive shaft speed on the curve that I had for that certain time and see what the difference is, basically, is how I go about. That's my strategy with this stuff. So I don't turn it on, but I'll overlay the run on the original map and see, oh shit, we're way off here or whatever the fuck. Right. Or that.
Dylan.
Don't use Holly's traction control.
No, the guy, like my first round, the guy that I raced, Mike, he's out of like Chicago area. I mean, he left really good, and he just said that he had too much in it or grabbed a scramble, and he was the one with Donald Trump on the back window.
Yeah.
So he just like he got out there, and I mean, and the second chance, I think he went to the semis. Like the car was no slouch, but like you were saying, like we raced enough, or I could say myself, I raced enough this year that I kind of know, like I could look at the surface with the tire that I've been using and say like, hey, it's going to go 7.0 off the trailer, and I can make it do that. And then the next pass, I can say, well, I think we could do this. And like each time we got faster, but I was pretty close to what I thought that it was going to run. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I do a similar thing. I
and
have an idea, but I've also shocked myself where I'm like, okay, we're going to run, let's say a 7.0, and then all of a sudden you make the pass and it ran like a 660, and you're like, oh shit. So if I would have had traction control on for that 7.0 pass, it definitely would have killed the run and made it slower. That's my point, kind of, with the tune-up's right, but I never run it.
Mine's different. I didn't buy the Holly deal yet. I just have like a homemade deal that a friend of mine from New Jersey let me
and I know a lot of people do that. They compare the front wheel speed with the rear wheel speed and all those different things. I don't know. In my experience, every time, at least with a slick 100%, every time with a slick, traction control slows me down. Hands down. Every pass. I've run the same exact tune-up on the same exact surface, One with TC, one without. I was faster without because it gave it that little bit of wheel speed that it would let it actually get going faster. It's a weird thing to now. Radial is different,
yeah,
because you don't want wheel speed. But I don't also have enough time on radials yet. Terry and I haven't been in the lab. Once I get down to Florida and we can go back to the lab and put our beakers and all that shit together, get our lab coats on, I'll report back to you on the science.
I want to see lab coats in these videos from now on. Okay.
Once I get down to Florida, we'll have our lab coats on for the lives, because then we go to Terry's underground secret laboratory and start doing testing on our smart ideas.
Did you buy any more DR3s?
I did order another set for Florida. I like them. But again, I don't have experience on anything else, so maybe they're not good. I have no idea. I'm going to work with those now, and I'd like to also try those pro radials, the Mickeys, for front side stuff. Everyone swears by that pro radial.
ET Street Pro?
Yeah.
Because if the class is there is a Pro bracket radial.
What's the better of the two?
Well, the Pro bracket is not a DOT tire, so it depends on what you're running.
So what's a Mickey tire that's DOT? I want to stick with all DOT stuff. I don't want to run just a radial.
The ET Street Pro.
And is that a decent tire you found?
Yeah, I mean, at Real Cup, I mean, my car's not set up to go radial fast, but it went a 116 60 foot there.
Because I tried the bias ply Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's that? ET Street R? It's like their bias ply version of a QTP.
Yeah, I never ran that.
Fucking trash. Horrible.
Yeah, no, but the ET Street Pros, they're great. I mean, a lot of people run those, but comparing the two, if I was going to do more front side deal, I would probably do the ET Street Pro. But I think the DR3, in my opinion, you could take it with how you want. I think the DR3 is more of a street backside low prep deal. But I mean, I think Jimmy said he went pretty fast with it.
Jimmy used to swear by those radials, the Mickey Thompson radial, whatever the DOT was.
Yeah, the ET Street Pro.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this is God's tire. And now all of a sudden he's on a Hoosier all the time.
But I mean, I guess it's your preference. You know what I mean? Like, they're like assholes. Everybody has one.
Yeah, that's true. And everyone has a preference of tires they like. The only thing I've ever seen about slicks and issues with them, which I noticed in the last 2 years, was a lot of the Mickey Thompsons would separate. You'd see and that happened 2 years ago now. I've sent back a few sets of those Mickey slicks where they're separating. You can see the rubber pulls apart.
Oh.
But they send you, Summit has, that's why I like buying tires from Summit. You just send them a picture, say, look, these tires are fucked. They're like, no problem. Boom. 3 days later, new set on your doorstep. You leave the old ones out there. They take them.
Yeah, I had that happen with a set of brand new Mickeys that they just chunk and pulled apart.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's sponsored by Hoosier now too, so obviously he's going to run Hoosiers. He's not going to pull the Street Outlaws and spray paint over the Mickeys Hoosier.
That happened, really?
Oh yeah. Didn't it happen to Ryan Martin or something? Someone they spray painted over the fucking different brand with a different name because he was sponsored by that other brand. Hilarious.
Gotta get that bag somehow, right?
All right, let's start working through all the finals. So we'll start with Nitrous Mayhem. Was the first final I got here.
I believe that's old. Is that old people in the right lane, guys? Is that old people in the right lane? All right.
Left lane getting into the grass. Right lane for the win.
So nitrous mayhem is like budget nitrous. You can have any motor, whatever. It just has to be nitrous, right?
It has to be a factory block deal too.
Oh, factory block, but nitrous car. And then Chris Pegelo's class, sponsored by Pegelo's Racing.
All right.
Taking the win here at War of the Woods 13.
Oh, he was so out on him, man.
Oh, dude, that sucks. Do you think he broke the transmission? It sounded like something let go.
It sounded like it.
McCoy, that car's fast. I raced him a couple weekends ago at in Kentucky because their rules were so lax, and he was able to run True Street or Extreme Street. That car ripped.
Yeah. He got the jump on,
some of those stick cars are fast. Like, I've seen some passes with those things, and who's that got that stick car to Mockley, Terry?
Yeah, the black one.
Holy fuck, that thing's fast.
Animal. Yeah.
What's his name again? It shoots those fireballs, and it sounds like shotguns going off when he sits on the chip.
It's wild.
Oh my god.
It's a Fox body.
Yeah. Shocker, right? Everyone's shocked.
Stop it.
All right, big tire final.
White claws, no laws.
Oh, I think he might have drove around him in the left.
We're looking at it.
Gotta check that tape.
Close.
That was a good race too.
I don't remember who won.
Yeah, clear the house.
I thought he drove around.
I'm surprised they had big tire. That enough cars came out for that, but
There was 6 cars. They just said fine.
Dude, you talk about us waiting a long time. Them guys raced once on Friday and then didn't race till Saturday in the morning or Sunday morning.
Hours later, they're putting another.
yeah, that's crazy.
That was stupid.
That would have sucked.
There you go.
All right.
That's what I was waiting on. This guy.
Brent Nelson, that's right.
Yeah.
Brent's got a gangster car, stick shift car. Next, we got the 26 finals.
Chevy with the GM from Parrot Speed Products and Tish Fab. Gangster 26 is main event final.
Oh, the wagon, the Fairmont taking it. Wow, Matt Jones having to let out of it.
I don't know if it's
That was a good race too. Those wagons rip.
Dude, that S10's like my favorite.
It was nice.
The order in that thing's insane. I don't know. It looked like it shut off or something. Or I don't know if he just got out of it, but it just nosed down, and then that was it.
Yeah, maybe he got out of it.
Yeah.
Then we got the hard tire final. Those hard tire cars were flying too.
Oh, my boy Joe.
That's impressive to me. Yeah, that S10 from Michigan.
He's a weapon.
Dude, that thing's impressive.
He freight trains people like crazy. I love it.
Yeah, and it hooks up, no problem. I don't know. I got to look at his truck next time and see what he's got going on there.
It's a trip, dude. Look at it closely, man. It's a trip.
Yeah, there's something going on there because it works almost too well on a hard tire. It's pretty wild to watch.
Out front all the way, it's Code Red.
Left lane for the win. That is your heart.
Sorry, that was main event. Joe won second chance. That's my bad.
Yeah, we're
Second
getting to that.
chance was Bo. Yeah, that's my bad.
We tried 26s at War in the Woods. It didn't go so well. I mean, again, maybe if I spend more time with them or something like that, it'll go better. But
I'm gonna try them this weekend.
For now, we're gonna stick with the. I really want to work on these radials. I think it's fun. It's something new, so I like it. And the truck feels way more planted on a radial. Like it's smooth. It's actually like much more stable, and I guess would be the word. I'm used to going down the track, and you'll see me in the car like that, wah, 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 and it's like fucking.
How'd that go?
Wah, wah, wah. Just like that. Hear the noise? No, I can't do it a third time. Twice is all you get. We'll get to that once we're done all the finals here.
Oh, Joe.
We're almost near the end. And then, of course, our boy Floyd almost had it in the bag. He was there. He made it through 51 of the most killer True Street cars in the country.
He did.
And made it to the finals against Small Tire Pro Mod.
SPE Motorsports Drag or Die School of Media. Both drivers undefeated this weekend. We are 6 rounds deep. Oh, Ford Armella there with a flasher car. Hell yeah. He's giving Jimmy Dale the flasher car. All right, Floyd Armella.
Right lane, Jimmy Dale taking the win. Right lane for the win.
I did not notice the four ways were on the whole time.
Oh, Floyd's
that would have been so awesome.
It tire shook through the 60 so hard it broke the taillight out of it.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
that was the difference right there. The 60 foot and then you just say
100%. I know. I mean, even Jason said. I just know it lost a half of a number.
Yeah,
Jimmy Dale's car on that 60 foot, it goes good. His 60 foot
But,
number for that place was kind of impressive to me, but I'm used to seeing low numbers in the 60, I guess.
But I also picked up a lot of mile an hour off the back that overlaying the data. I'm like, oh well. I mean, I said this to a bunch of people. If it was my day, it was my day. But it was Jimmy Dale's day. So
yeah, that's how it goes in racing a lot of times. Look how lucky I got. I got through 2 rounds without having to race anybody.
Just jumped on you.
Yeah, they just jumped on me, and I was like, "Fuck, here we go again."
well, that silver, like we said, that Silver Nova dude, that thing had to be. It was flying, and it was out on me further than what Jimmy Dale was, and then it just shut off. So.
Yeah. That's why you should never give up if you're even behind, because you never know what can happen. I've seen that too, where cars have shut off and guys gave up on their, they're like, oh, he's too far out, it's over.
Yep.
And it crossed my mind. I'm like, mother. But I just stayed in it, and
that's it.
I'm like, well, there he goes. I just shit the bed, and
it works. It works good.
I'll
give them that. They've got a good working car there, so
it does move.
Just got to work harder and try to beat him.
60 every single pass he made. So.
And tell him to turn his fucking headlights on.
Stop pushing to the lane.
And stop pushing to the lane. Yeah, but
get a cruise on that class.
I will say I'm happy. I will say I'm happy he did, because he was pitted right beside me, and if he fired that thing up, I would have been even more covered in dust.
Yeah, it didn't say it in the rules, though.
It doesn't say. It says what?
It does. It didn't say it in the rules.
What, that you can't push the car up?
Yeah, because there are some events that it says you have
I've
to
seen
drive.
That. You must drive to the lanes.
To and from the lane. So
yeah.
Hey, he even commented on a couple things. People were bitching about it. I'm like, read the rules.
Yeah. The only thing they can bitch about are the lights. That's it. And even that, it's so stupid that really, what does it matter? It ain't going to win or lose a race if your headlights are on or off.
Nope.
So then we got next is second chance small tire.
Ryan Mitchell, left lane, gonna get the second chance win. Look at the smoke.
That stupid Oldsmobile oiled the track twice. And they purposely set that race to be the last one of the night because they knew he was going to oil it again. So they're like, we'll run all the other classes first, and then this guy can oil the track for the very fast final
What
pass.
blew my mind was Ryan's car knocking the lights out every time it left in the right lane. It's so loud it fucking knocked the lights out.
It shook,
That thing
shook the plug
so,
out. Yeah.
It's so gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he didn't have issues first round because it would have been.
That would have been.
There would have been some good matchup.
Yeah.
With Devin and Witchdiker and
against what was that? The
Witch Doctor.
Yeah, that would have been a race.
Standing at the starting line and that thing going by you, you felt that in your fucking guts.
I would have fell off the tower, man.
It was so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Them, I talked to them guys down at Kentucky whenever I was down there mingling around since I was by myself and got to know one of his pit guys, Ian. He has a pretty gangster True Street 240, but like he said, it's so hard. They drain the oil out of that big block every pass, and like the maintenance on it is just through the roof. They said, like they're chilling the oil, they're changing bearings, they're doing this and doing that. So like for Ian to bring his 240 True Street car down or Extreme Street, like he said, it's just they can't do it. Like it's too hard. So, but talking with them, like that car's gangster as hell.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that car's fucking. That's a unit. Second chance. What's this? They all say second. Oh, 26.
You hover over it.
I forgot how many. They did second chance in every class almost.
Every class.
That's very rare to see.
That's why we were there until 4:30 in the morning. Because
Yeah,
every class
it's
had a
very
second
rare
chance.
to see second chance in every class.
But it was cool.
Almost.
It was cool.
It is cool though
It sucks-
because it gives everyone who traveled an opportunity to race.
Exactly.
It sucks that they didn't let the second round deal go through, but then it would have been even later. So
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
then you would have been still there Sunday all day.
Yeah. But yes, I agree. That is pretty cool how, and like you've said it before, like you like the 2-day events just because like it gives you something worth driving for. Like you're not going to drive.
I didn't know they
6-8
were going
hours.
to do. Well, Jeff's technically isn't really a 2-day event because you're running the same classes. It is it is a 2-day event. But when I say I like 2-day events, I mean with different classes. So on the first day you can run like tailgate, and the second day you can run like True Street. So in case you get knocked out of the one class, you have another class you can run the next day.
Well, yeah, second chance.
Yeah, but normal places only have second chance small tire.
Yeah.
Like they don't do
second chance everybody gets thrown together.
Well, yeah, and then you're so second chance small tire.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Doesn't matter if they let everyone in there, it's still predominantly small tire guys.
Yeah.
But that's why I asked Jeff before. I was like, can I buy back into second? I thought he was only doing small tire second chance. I'm like, could I buy into second chance small tire if I get knocked out of True Street? And then he was like, no, we're going to do second chance True Street and small tire. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, that's awesome then. So, yes, you do get 2 chances to race then, which is amazing. But a lot of places, like, guys won't buy into second chance. Like, there's not enough cars. You're not going to do, like, a second chance race with 2 cars. Like, even when we've offered second chance on a lot of our races, Terry, what do we get? 2 cars? 3, maybe? Nobody really buys in to second chance.
I think every car bought back in
I think so too.
Small tire and True Street.
Because they want that experience to race again. You know, and that's why I get so nervous first round, because I'm like, I did not want to be eliminated today, and then you're just sitting there at the race for the rest of the weekend if they don't have second chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That first round tune-up has to be fucking on point because
Excuse me.
Terry, you're gonna. Oh, wrong one. Terry had a straight gangster S10, and it's too soft for this life.
No.
No. It's too tired for this racing life. Terry's track hawk, Terry. So next we had. So that was, what did I just play?
Small tire second chance.
Okay, so then we had
the Casey Max one.
second chance 26s.
26s. Second chance 26s.
Oh, wow, right to the end there. I don't know. Oh, right lane, CJ Buckner.
So
He was
CJ
flying
won.
too.
CJ won that one. That was another good race. There were a lot of good races, like very close races this whole weekend. And then we have Second Chance Nitrous Mayhem.
Nice race. Left lane for the win. Left lane for the win. Let's see.
Did anyone double class at War in the Woods?
There was a couple, I think. Remember whenever he was doing a driver's meeting?
I thought we weren't allowed to double class.
I thought
No, he
opened it up.
He asked at the beginning if anybody at the driver's meeting if anybody wanted to double enter. And then he said, well, there like 7 people raised their hand, and he was like, well, I told Julie or whatever if there was less than 10, I would let him do it. And
is that how he did it?
I guess that's what he. I mean, that's kind of what he's.
All one person has to put up their hand, and then it's over.
Yeah, but I guess a friend of mine that was racing stick shift, he entered True Street and he won a couple rounds in his like S550 Mustang.
Yeah, because if I knew I could double class, honestly, I would have went in small tire just to make another pass.
Well, you're rich. That's $300.
Say it.
Was it 300?
Preach.
Yeah.
No,
that's
I
nothing.
I thought it was 200.
That's nothing.
No, it was 300.
Oh yeah, maybe not. I would have went in big. How much was big tire?
Yeah. I think it was 300 as well.
Oh fuck.
He'd have probably triple class then.
Oh, that we triple class.
Oh, speaking of that, did you see that little training cooler deal I got off of Casey that wrecked the Mustang?
No.
Or the Camaro, rather?
He gave you a training cooler?
Well, he didn't give it to me. I bought it off them, but I mean, he gave me a hell of a deal.
What is it? What do you mean?
It has like an external pump, an external like
it's
oil
like a
filter.
standalone tranny cooler.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you some pictures. You'll have to contact because I know you like to like double enter classes and shit like that. I even put on my story I mean my car can make the drive and do all the stuff, but like if I want to run Little Gangsters and True Street and this and that, like it just
I
it
wanted
helped.
to buy one of the ones at the booth that was up the.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, okay. How much was
yeah,
it?
that's I don't want to say online, but
no problem. Message me.
Yeah. I think
it
maybe
cool.
like
I walked by it a couple times and I'm like, oh, sick. They have those training coolers. And then I never stopped to fucking ask them how much it was or like what the deal was with it. Cause I've been thinking about getting one of those too. Cause it's smart to have because it cleans does it have a filter on it too?
Yeah, filter, it has a temperature gauge, it has the pump.
That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, like other ones are $2,000 plus or $2,000, but I can
expensive. That's why I never bought one because.
But I can tell you, he could probably hook you up pretty well. So.
All right, yeah, we'll talk after. Because I wouldn't mind
But
one of those.
I got one just to get it to try. So I mean,
Yeah. No, it's good to have. Like you said, if you're doing more than one class, it's good to get the transmission is always the hardest. Yeah.
the cool.
I
He said
definitely
you
love
can.
trannies.
He said you can pull a tranny from like 170 down to like 80 or 90 in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what we need, Terry. We run
No.
hot transmissions.
No, we don't need to double class
Yeah,
anymore.
Casey Miller is his name on Facebook. I think what was it, CKY
Yeah.
Performance or something like that.
Yeah, I walked by them 2 or 3 times, and I was like, "Oh, I got to talk to this guy about those coolers." And then you get fucking caught.
Yeah,
up.
he was the one that wrecked the catfish deal.
Oh, the
Camaro with Gator don't play.
That's
Was
on
that
the back
the one
window.
in the woods?
Yes, it hit the telephone pole, and then
I hate posting crashes, but I think we have a video of that crash for people who didn't see it. Sadly.
He
Oh, you hit a tree.
He hit like 3 different trees. Yeah.
He balled that thing
and
up.
I can tell you that if that didn't happen, he was one to like. He was going to do really well because that car is fucking gangster.
Oh, it looked like a fast pass there.
Yeah.
That's what. Who was telling me that? They came. Oh, Trevor. He said, "Buddy, you should have seen that car that just made that pass. It was fast." And then it went into the woods there.
He said that the brake
Thank
locked
goodness
up
he
or
was
something.
okay.
He
Yeah,
was
Trevor-
over to the left a lot. He was probably touching grass a little bit. I don't know. Something happened there.
Yeah, he went into the
Yeah.
grass, it looks like, and then it came back out and just couldn't recover from it.
The brake, I think the front right brake locked up as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then it didn't release and it just pulled him over from what he said.
He went
But he was cool about it. And like I told him, I was like, dude, look, I mean, to be honest, like the hell with the car as long as he's okay. You know what I mean? Like, and he was like, yep. I saw one video or I'll send you actually. He sent me like he has like the stick off the back.
Yeah.
I'll send you that video after the show. I mean, he jumped right out of it like super fast and everything. So
No, and that's the important thing, right? Cars can be replaced. People, not so much. So.
and he's good people. Like, and a couple of my friends are like, man, like the people that you bring around, they're actually like good people. I'm like, well, I'm not going to bring shit people around. I'll tell you that. Like,
yeah,
because he had he has a nice setup, a stacker. It had a welder. Like, he was like, you need anything, you let me know. Blah 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 blah. And we needed a welder, and sure enough, went over there, got it, and
we got a question.
like you said, the hospitality.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's most of the racing people, like we said earlier in the show.
Mm-hmm.
You meet a lot of people like that. A question for Ben.
Oh, the 14-foot tripod looks amazing. And if you follow me on Facebook, like my personal page, I did post a picture of it. Like it actually goes over the RV. The thing is the bird's eye view is incredible. But Lippy made a comment on it. And I guess after we left, like I gave him his tripod back. It worked great. It was beautiful. And after I got back home to Canada, he put a comment under that picture. He's like, hey man, I'd like to donate to the channel. Like next time I see you at the next race, this is your tripod. Like he wants to give it to me. So shout out to Limpy. He's so generous, and I'm going to use the crap out of that tripod. I'll tell you what, the bird's eye view it's got is, you'll see, it's so good. It's so good. Shout out to Limpy, man. He's so kind. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that was on Kenny Powers' store.
Yeah. Limpy's a G. I don't know how that dude stands there all night.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. How many times he banged that light? Like,
oh my God. And just stays up there all night. Like you barely see him even go to piss. It's very rare.
He never complains.
All night, never complains. He'll stay there.
He was tired a little bit there Saturday night.
Yeah, he
just like
a little run down. But he's a straight G, 100%.
He's a kind guy. Love that guy.
What else? Second Chance True Street. We did Nitrous Mayhem. Did we do True Street? No,
that was Joey LaRoche and Green Bean or whatever. That's then.
Second track, True Street.
Taking it.
That's good. That truck was moving.
That was a legit heads-up race. That was another good race. That's what I mean. I feel like a lot of the cars were very evenly matched.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy and I was at the return road, basically at the finish line when they came through, and it was a really good race.
Yeah, there were no ducks.
Yeah.
No,
we were down there. We were down there crying and hugging, and it was just like a memorable thing. Like, it was so awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. And then last but not least, we have Second Chance Hard Tire.
We need all 26s to the lanes. First, second chance, and then regular 26. So all 26s to the staging lane. All right, it's go time, Billy. Joe Davis in the left lane. Our first
there you go.
Tonight.
Joe Davis, give me your hard tire second chance winner.
Love that truck. Love that truck.
That truck works good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's got the turbo like, what's his name there?
Adam with the Gap Train.
Gap Train, yeah.
We did several interviews, and he would reference the Gap Train, because the Gap Train's a small tire truck, and he's a hard tire guy.
Yeah.
And he would always give Gap Train the credit, Adam the credit for, coming up with that. And he straight up said, like, I got to give him credit. So, but he's a super nice guy. Love that guy.
Oh, there's the
man. Jeff? How you doing, buddy?
Hey. The legend himself.
Yes, sir.
Probably just finished cleaning up garbage over there, I'd imagine.
Wow. We were trying to help a little bit. There was a lot of garbage out there.
Oh, yeah. There's so much garbage. We were trying to keep it all together in one area there because there was like 4 or 5 garbage bags down by my pit area.
Yeah.
So whenever I saw stuff on the ground, I kept picking it up and putting it in the pile, so at least it's in one spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we helped a little bit.
Nope, not done yet. See?
Not done yet, yeah. I'm not surprised.
With that amount of people there, holy
dude,
shit.
there's like 20K people there or something like that. It was ridiculous.
And over the whole property. Can you imagine all those pit areas and stuff? I'm sure people leave things here and there.
Yeah, that's a lot of trash.
Yeah, it was a straight fire event, though. You can't do much better than that.
Best event of the year, dude. Best event of the year. Wow.
Yeah.
My camp police, we took our stuff and actually threw it in the garbage. So.
But like even
we had bags of it. My buddy had a whole quad full of like garbage bags going down to the dumpster and stuff. So we were respectful for Jeff.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Mother Nature was good to us this weekend. It spat there for a minute, and I was like, uh-oh. And then it went away, and it was perfect.
2 more dumpsters, I believe it.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That was
good job. Jeff puts on a hell of a show. I've said it every single time. Whenever
what was the estimate guess of like spectator? You believe it?
I don't know. Ask Jeff. He would know how many.
Over
I
10,
would say
probably.
Yeah, there had
I'd
to.
say probably 7,000 or more.
I was
I'd
more than
say
that because in our like
11.
the track area, but you got to remember there's more people in the pits in the other area up top, right? Like so, we couldn't really. And there was people in the freaking woods. You go down to the big end,
Oh, there you
and
go.
there was people
Over
inside the woods.
8,000.
Oh, it was probably more than that.
Well, that's from
8,000
Jeff.
that you
so
know
I'd
about. How
imagine.
many people snuck in, right? Like there's tons.
How many people snuck in? How many people came through the tunnels and the rabbit holes underneath the property and popped out in the urinal?
In the trunk, right? We used to do that back in the day.
I want to know whose porta potty had the lock on it. There was one porta potty by me that had a fucking lock that was.
That's Jeff's.
But I never saw anyone
porta
go in
potty.
there. I think that must be like the secret bunker or something.
You had to knock twice, twist the lock. Like,
Oh, it had a lock with numeric code, like your old
just put a
lockers.
lock on it.
Yeah, someone put a lock on it. But
I mean, that's pretty. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, I was parked beside it, and I never saw anyone go in that fucking shitter. So I was like, I wonder who put the lock on that one.
I pulled on the door, and I'm like, oh, there's a padlock on this. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I'll use a different one. But I'm thinking now that's a good idea. If somebody has a private shitter like that's.
That's smart too. I thought about that when I saw that little lock. I was like, I should put a little lock on the end one there. And I wonder if anyone would ask, but you look
Chris
like
used the handicap one the whole weekend.
You show up there with your little key and you're unlocking your own shitter. Yeah,
That's
I saw the one that
hilarious.
the guy brought on his trailer. That was funny too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he had it on the front of the trailer.
Bring your own shitter, boys.
Bring your own shitter. Yeah.
Not a bad idea. I mean, by the end of the night, but even the shitters weren't bad. They did a
No,
great
they were
job
clean.
of like keeping with that many
Every day.
people. Normally, you go in the shitter and it looks like fucking war zone in there.
Every day they were clean, spick
Yeah.
and span. I was impressed, actually.
Like I said, it was a
Maintenance-
stand-up event for
The
sure.
maintenance was good, very good. Shout out to the track staff.
As a driver, I love the return road because even with the drunk people falling and stuff, first of all, you don't come flying down there. You'd be dumb if you were doing that because there's little kids and shit. But personally, I love the return road. People have their hands
Dang.
out. You're giving high fives.
Part
There's
of the
little
vibe.
kids. You know, I think it's an awesome experience going. I think actually I have a video just for people who've never been.
Saw it in the intro, I think. Part of it.
Oh, maybe I didn't download it. Yeah, it was in the intro. I thought I downloaded one. Oh, we do have an in-car video for anyone who's never been. We got a downloaded one in-car video for people who
See it?
down the track actually in a car.
Oh, you gotta send me some of that.
Terry, can you? I don't know what I'm doing. Take that comment down.
Done.
I'm locked. Thank you. I'm locked out of it.
Roll on.
That was the little power wheelie against Clayton.
Why'd you
Oh, yeah,
blur
that
out the draggy?
Sorry? How did I blur out
Why'd
the
you
draggy?
blur out the draggy?
Yeah, watch now. You're gonna see everybody slow the video down, zoom in. Fuck. Terry, we gotta delete this feed. I forgot about that.
Too late.
Delete the feed.
I did that to Jonathan Bailey. He has like the what is that S? No, it's not a S550, S197 Mustang. The one time he did a video and like he just real quick whipped it, and I'm like, man, that was a nice pass, and blah 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 blah. He's like, what do you mean? You screenshot my videos? I'm like, I mean, you got to know what your people run.
everything.
You know?
I've heard people stand at the finish line, stopwatches, all kinds of shit.
Internet.
Well, the one kid that I think his name's Brian, he's like, what you run last night? And he was like, you run this number? I'm like, yeah, it was close to that. Like, he's like, oh, the new iPhone. He said, I can get down to the thousandth of a second or something. Like, I'm like, golly. Like,
Oh,
I was talking to Happy at
runs.
I was talking to Happy at the line, and he's like, "Hey, you got a draggy, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Try to see if you can log in on this guy's draggy on his car, because we could see it on the wing." So I'm there hitting the draggy connect to see if we could connect to his, but it won't let you if you're.
Once you're already connected, it won't.
Yeah, once you're connected, only one phone can connect to it.
Who's got to be away? Somebody's got a flipper that can do it or something like that.
Yeah, then the guy in the car has no information.
I'm going to figure
he's
it
like,
out. I'm gonna
you
sell
would
it
think
on the
you could
starting
do
line.
that to people then just standing at the starting line. You just connect to their draggy.
Who wants the time?
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah, I got that last pass.
Oh, God.
I mean, I like the return road where it is, but I understand it's Jeff's track. He's got to look out for certain things. I'm sure he has reasons
Liability
for
and
liability and stuff. So
yeah, for sure.
More bleachers.
Oh, there we go. It would lose connection halfway. Why am I not surprised Scott
I
has tried
tried
this?
it.
I was going to say, of anyone who I would think would try this, it would be Scott and Charles, for sure.
That's awesome.
Jimmy Dale was doing the same thing. That's funny. Motherfucker's life. According to my calculation, he went.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. Like, that's what they're doing in the live feed. Come on.
There you go. You got a lot of fans, Floyd. You're a celebrity.
I'm just a beautiful face, like everybody loves me.
I guess it must be. You have a lovable face.
Connor was out there betting.
I tried to make a few bets. There weren't too many people taking action on the cars I wanted to bet on, so I guess I must have been doing something right.
That the race with Billy and Devin with the witch doctor was absolutely insane.
That was a good one.
I think, what was it, 10,000 aside?
Oh yeah, or 5,000?
No, it was 10,000.
Was it 10?
No, 10 aside.
No, I think it was 5 aside. He posted 5 aside.
That's all.
It went on further than that.
It started at 5 aside.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh, God, that's
lost a lot of money. Bleachers are a bit sketchy.
Every track has wood bleachers that are a bit sketchy.
It started at 5. And I guess it went from there. You know where I made money this weekend? The only place, two places. Merch sales doesn't really make money. That money's already gone on the way home.
I think you did well at Merceville. I saw a lot of people at your tent.
Yeah, I know, but that barely covers the diesel to get back home. That's what I mean by the money's
I'm not
already
saying
gone.
Profit. I'm just saying a lot of people wanted.
No, a lot of
stuff.
people did come by, and I appreciate all of them who
fans.
came and bought merch. The Maxwell shirts were a big hit. There were a lot of ladies that wanted that. Maxwell's quite the gentleman when he's
he was there too, right? So he's super cute.
He was selling his own shirts.
Yeah, he did well.
But where I made money was on the Fuel Tech practice tree. When they started doing those shootouts at night, I was over there. I won 3 shootouts there. So I wish I was like that on the actual light when racing mattered, but I'm really good on the Fuel Tech Pro Tree or whatever they had, 400 Pro Tree there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the practice tree was awesome. We kept having these shootouts. Everyone put in $1, and we did like 16-car shootout or 16-person shootout. Those guys
You
were
can get into bracket racing now.
Yeah, for real.
Natural.
You won the practice shootout, but couldn't cut. Exactly. That's what I was just saying. I couldn't do it in real life, but on the practice tree, I'm a sniper.
Oh, this guy.
That's like when you make a bypass and you're by yourself. You're like, man, that looks so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
It's always your best run.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, I had a lot of fun with those guys. So I know a lot of people are asking, Terry, did you get my message on Messenger?
Of course
I
I did.
I'll just hold on.
You got to show Witch Doctor and Jim. You didn't show that final.
Oh, I didn't?
No. Small tire final.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe I skipped it to make it last. So this was the small tire final.
Doctor taking the win, right lane. Holy cow.
That thing's dirty, man.
Serious.
Loud as hell. Final.
Crazy, man.
What? Now, if you were to guess, and these are just guesses, we have no idea what the... I don't know what they ran. Would you say that's like a 470s area pass? Something like that, or faster than that? This is guesstimation. I have no idea.
I don't think it's faster.
You don't think it was faster than a 70? Like 470?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's faster.
Floyd, why are you sitting there all quiet? I'm just asking your opinion.
He probably knows.
Oh, you know what he ran?
He probably knows.
Okay.
I know everybody, buddy. I'm pleading fifth. I'm not putting nothing out there.
Am I ballpark? That's a random guess from myself. Because I know what some people ran.
Yeah.
And that, like, he was fast. So, is it 50s?
I don't know if we're in the 50s there, bud.
I just figured from the other times I heard that.
I can't say. He didn't tell me the exact number, but
Fast is probably 460.
But I know what he kind of went off the trailer. So
that's fucking fast. Like, that's next level fast. So between our 650 and their 450, that's a 2-second gap. So basically, I'd be leaving the starting line, and he'd be just crossing the finish line. Oh man, that's wild. Fast enough.
They need all that matters. They need a class in between, you know.
Yeah.
Small tire junior.
Small tire. Hey, I
That's
know
where you shine, bro.
I know a guy who shines in small tire junior.
Oh god.
That's where he's gleaming. Until they decide to dump all small tire back into that class, and then not so much. All right. So everyone's asking. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you feel? Because we were talking about this earlier. Like, what do you feel would be the end all be all to like weed out the small tire cars?
In what respect?
Like in Extreme Street or like True Street deal. Like do they idle? Like what I've said before is like after first round, you have to come straight back to the lanes. You can get cool down time, and you can change like your nitrous bottle or whatever, but you can't like refuel or you know what I mean. Like what do you think could be done?
I think to make them
idle for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like
I would do if it were me. Like I said, I think the wing thing is now an issue. Personally, I think you should just say no wings, period.
Mm-hmm.
So that eliminates any kind of fuckery there. So no more, like how a car would drive on the street. Like how many cars do you see on the street with an aluminum wing?
My Honda had the biggest fucking wing you ever seen.
No. I'm talking about like race car wings. Like they say an aluminum wing is fine on the back, but I've never seen personally driving around town a car with an aluminum wing on the back, like a race car wing.
Guelph, buddy, you know.
I'm not talking about fucking Civics and shit with those style wings. I'm talking about actual race wings.
Sure, but that's not going to change the class.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. There's more to it. I think if you eliminate the wing deal for one, so now there's no more drama with wings. I think if you were to do what Floyd's saying and have a 15-minute idle time before actually running. So the cars are not even 15 minutes.
How do you control that, though? That's a problem.
You fire them all up at the same time, and then the class starts 10 minutes before the class starts.
So
and they can't shut them off. You can't shut the car off until you run your race.
Yeah, okay.
Because that'll eliminate a lot of cars that overheat and shit that are pure. I can park my truck out on the driveway there and leave it idling till it runs out of 15 gallons of fuel.
That's true. That's one thing.
All day. Like I'll leave it out there for 2 hours and it won't go a lick above 154 degrees Fahrenheit. I know because I've done it by accident. I put it out there. It was idling, and then someone called me, and I had to get shit inside, and then I got sidetracked with laundry and shit, and then I was like, "Oh fuck, the truck's outside running." So
Yeah,
I think that would do a lot. I mean, there's only so much you can do at this point because no matter what rule sets you put, people will find a way around them.
Yeah.
So you can make whatever rules you want. I mean, I think the rules right now are almost as tight as they could be. I don't mind your idea of the idle thing. I think that would weed out a couple of them. But again, I think guys will find ways to
like you can't charge it up and stuff like that. I mean, sure.
You can't. I mean, you're not supposed
to. They're already supposed to have alternators and all that shit. I mean, you will weed out some of them that say they have alternators and they don't actually charge anything.
Yeah,
like my old alternator used to not charge my truck, so it was only good to keep power for that pass, but I'd have to go to the pits and charge it. Now it's fully functional, like everything works. Like I said, the car can sit there and idle for 3 days or till it runs out of fuel.
Yeah, because you can't implement the car cruise because you're not taking 51 cars.
But you can. I mean, Dig or Die does it with Extreme Street.
Yeah.
They go on the full cruise. The problem with the cruise is from a promoter's. Now I'm going to look at it from another side. It's just another element of shit you have to deal with on an already busy day. Like people ask us, well, why don't you do a cruise? We're so busy already. I don't have time to go drive around and babysit 50 cars as they cruise around. I would rather do the idle thing because I don't need anybody. You know what I mean? You get them all to line up for their class and okay, fire them up and leave them running and do not shut them off until you're done your pass.
You got to have functional jail, 12-inch subwoofers in the back, pumping some Black Eyed Peas or some shit in the lanes.
Or that.
The streetcar, right? Like, come on.
But I'm just like, I've never been to Dig or Die yet. I plan on going.
They do a pretty long cruise. I'll be honest. It was longer.
Well, I'm saying like, I don't like Warner Woods would be so hard just because like it's kind of the back ass roads and like it's so busy with people trying to get in that it's just I don't know. That's just my feeling.
I think there's also some liability to that too as a promoter. Like God forbid, you know, you bring out all these cars out onto the road and then someone gets hit or in an accident or something and it's tied into your event. Because you can't control also how stupid people are sometimes. So you send them out on a cruise.
Or burnout. And
and now two guys just want to race for fun or some shit because you stop at the lights and somebody gets hurt. Like there's a lot of liability also when you're organizing stuff. That's why I'd rather people not leave the property because you have control inside of the gates. You don't have control outside of the gates. So I think that poses a different aspect. Honestly, I don't think there's much more you can do outside of what True Street. They have roll down windows already, right? All the windows have to roll down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that eliminates some small tire guys because a lot of them have Lexan windows. I mean, the rules are as tight as they can be. I think it's just, once again, we're to the point where you either adapt and get faster or you go do something different. I mean, that's just the reality. And old small tire cars, guys are going to change shit from, you know, maybe that Mustang that had Lexan windows and doors before, they're going to go out and buy some steel doors, gut them, and put windows in them. But you're not going to eliminate them from coming down into that class because they're going to find a way to meet the rule sets. And even the wing is not a big enough thing to change anything. Like I said, it would be more for visual than anything else because then they look more like street cars.
I'm fine with cars that fall back and they got to meet the rules. They can't just like, well, my small tire car is going to run True Street. Well,
they can though if they put them inside of the rules. That's the thing. Jimmy Dale's car is a prime example. Realistically, I mean, I'm hoping all his lights and stuff worked, but outside of that, what doesn't meet the rules?
Well, I'm not saying him in general, but there's some cars that probably want to do it, but they don't want to do the work. You know.
Well, then that's
I mean, look at Tommy's Falcon. Like, if he would up here, if he would switch to air to water, his car is a perfect candidate for being a gangster in in True Street. You know what I mean? With the Falcon.
Yeah, but that's making my point, right? You can adapt any small tire car to make it within reason. I mean, is there stock firewall rule in True Street? I don't even know if that's one of the rules. I mean, I would definitely have that rule in there. I would have stock firewall rule. I think we do have that rule, don't we, Terry? I don't know if we have that one. Like, we have a pretty tight rule set for our True Street class. There's not a lot of leeway of. They are pretty much True Street cars, what we call them. Like, I don't know.
When's that race? When's your race at South Georgia?
November 14th, 15th. But again, we have more lenient rules for backside and then tighter rules for front side, because front side, you can, there's some cars that are fucking extremely fast. And we don't want to deter all the guys who still have original small tire cars that can't. I've always thought that a chassis car should be in a run what you brung class, regardless, since day one, because those are the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Like, those are the fastest cars, and they should be racing the fastest cars of each other. They shouldn't be puppy kicking all the rest of the regular small tire cars and getting that money. They should have to work for it against cars of the same caliber.
What do you think about Brandon's Nova at low dollar?
No,
he does all the dragon drives. Like, why? Yeah. Why can't he run True Street? If he put a radio,
rules, he could. Why couldn't he?
Well, we were just talking. He's like, I can just do a couple little things, and my car fits True Street, and that's.
Though, you've got to also remember that a lot of these guys who have a higher dollar car, True Street is a much lower financial payout as well.
Yeah,
true.
It doesn't financially make sense for them. Again, we'll go back to a racing program, and I've said this 100 times. If you're going out to race and you're trying to cover your expenses, if you go in a True Street class that has 12 cars in it and it's $1,200, say it's $100 buy-in, what's $1,200 going to do if you got a car like Brandon's Nova? It costs
these
more
bigger
money.
events. I mean,
there are bigger events, but not that many that it's going to be worthwhile. But when you go into small tire and it's $300 a person and the pot's 30, 40, 50 grand, now you're talking. Why would you ever want to go backwards just so you can say, oh, look at this trophy I won today? And you're going to puppy kick all the cars. It's same with, like I said, with the small tire stuff, in my opinion, when you do front side stuff. There's 2 or 3 cars that are at the top of their game that come through every small tire event, and you're seeing it more and more, that dominate, or at least are in the top 4 or 5 every time. Why is that? They should race the same cars of the same caliber all the time. But it's not popular to say that, because everyone's like, well, you got to work harder, you got to do this, you got to spend more money and this and that. But not everyone has money to spend like that. I mean, Terry does.
No,
he's richer than shit. But look at him, how smug he is over there. See him smiling? Yeah. He knows. Fuck, what's a $500,000 race car to that guy? He'll go tomorrow and just throw money out the window. Fillets for days is what they call them locally.
I do eat.
See?
You do eat.
I'm the ultimate. I get shit on all the time for this too. They're like, oh, why is your truck in True Street? It's a small tire truck. Here, locally, I'm saying. The U.S. I don't get shit on because they know I'm fucking slow. But in Canada, I get it all the time. Oh, look, he's bringing his small tire car to puppy kick True Street guys.
Yeah, pro mod guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly,
they don't work as hard as you.
I don't think there is an answer.
That's true, actually. They don't. They don't work.
No, that's true.
A lot. Some do, but a lot don't.
Some do. There is no real answer. It's one of those things where you just got to get in where you fit in. And by the time, like I told you myself, once my truck becomes no longer competitive in any classes that I want to run, I'm either going to maybe move back into like street car stuff and do daily driver things for fun where it's cheaper. No, honestly, Terry knows. I'm a big daily driver guy. Like, I'd rather race. I have more fun with my new truck, new old truck that I bought and I'm building, the Silverado. Dude, we race out here on the front. We're probably running fucking 10-second 8th miles. And it is the most fun I have because it's so slow that you're like neck and neck with each other, and you're looking over. You can turn the radio on. You're looking back. You look over again, and you're like, holy shit. And you're still not at the 8. You get to this level of racing that we're at now. It's A, super expensive. It's B, dangerous, realistically. I mean, I've been blessed and very lucky so far through my thing. I've never had any incidents, but it is. It is a dangerous sport at this level. But when you're racing daily drivers, like you're running in the 8s, in the 8th. You know what I mean? The speed is like 90 mile an hour. Everything is a lot slower. It's less dangerous. It doesn't have the same thrill, but it has its own thrill because it's still racing. It's still fun. Like I'll race fucking.
It's like racing go-karts. You know?
Yeah,
like,
I'll race a go-kart.
It's
fun as hell. Yeah. So I think if people can't be competitive in whatever class, we got to stop looking at it as just outlawing cars and start looking at it as maybe we need to get into something different then, or a different class or a different style of racing. Racing's always going to evolve. We're kind of screwed there. We try to keep it as competitive as we can with rule sets, but to answer your question, I don't think there's any way to stop a small tire guy from retrofitting a car to make it fit True Street. I don't think there's a rule you can put in. Like some people in the chat said, oh, you need radios. My truck had a radio in it, a Bluetooth radio. Again, gray area, it's a radio. You could listen to music in there. It had speakers behind the seats. There's no like real, there will always be a way around the rules. You just have to think of it. So that's where I think it'll go. You're going to get all the old small tire cars. And the guys who have true street cars may have to convert them back to daily drivers and race in daily driver. And then daily driver guys will complain because they'll be like, oh, all these old true street cars are coming down to daily driver. I mean, it's just the evolution of racing.
Everybody will start punching down, and then there'll be a new class that comes up called super real, actual, true, daily, real super street. I don't know. Fuck.
Exactly. It's all in the name. Yeah. If you just name them A class, B class, C class, and D class, I'm sure people wouldn't have a problem. They just try to fit in, okay, my truck fits in C class, you know?
Well, I mean, I guess that could be like the racing motocross and like.
Well, you can start getting into
like
bullshit like that where you're like, okay, this is a small block only class, got to be under 300 and semi-odd cubic inch. And now you got to start fucking trying to figure out what motors are what when you're teching a car. Like, no thanks.
Now we're class racing though, right? Like
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, like you said, like A, B, C, D class, because like back in the day, you would start off in D class, and that was a beginners. You couldn't double anything. You had to roll over the jumps and stuff like that. And then like if you would win a championship, then you had to go up to C class, and then like it was a little bit faster. And then, like, if you did good there, then you went to B class. And, like, as you moved up, well, then you couldn't move back. You would have to, I think, take a couple years off to move back. But then once you start winning again, you had to bump back up. So, I mean.
Yeah, but that's hard.
But there's no point series. And, like, there's, I mean, some of the races that I did, that, like, it was almost like a participation award that, like, there's 3 or 4 cars. You know what I mean? Like, so you can't count wins because, like, I have 8 of them this year out of 14 events. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. There's no end all be all deal. You know?
That's true too.
How do you define a caliber of car? There are people who put in the work, and then there are people who think they deserve to win. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's hard. It's very hard. In all honesty, we have gone, I mean, Terry and I have spent countless nights discussing this topic and trying to find a resolution. First of all, you're never going to make everyone happy. You can have green Fox body fucking class and blue Fox bodies will complain. You can do whatever you're going to do. There's always people that are going to complain. The only way that I can justify any of the things that we discuss or talk about, or I just look at it through the eyes of trying to keep things competitive. I think that's all you can really do with rules, is just try somewhat to keep cars competitive. Put in enough rules that they have to put in a little bit of work to meet the rules, And from there, it is what it is. If they meet those rules, then there's nothing else you can really do about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a double-edged sword, because you put too many rules and people are like, fuck this, I don't want to race this class, it's so stupid, it has so many rules. And if you don't put enough rules, then one guy comes in and puppy kicks the whole class because there's no rules, and nobody comes back because they're like, I don't want to race. Like if Casey, I'll put it in point, in fairness, and he's a horrible example and I hate reusing him, but if Casey Max came down to True Street and there were no rules in it, how often would you sign up for True Street? You wouldn't, because the gap is such a big gap that no matter how hard you work, you'll never be, like, you can't take what you have and make it to that caliber. And that's how I feel about some of the small tire cars. Yes, they have worked very hard and stuff, but then they should race the same caliber of cars at that point. They shouldn't be able to be racing the guys who might not have that same, I don't know. It's tough because it's racing.
Well, Jeff even said it at the race after I went up, was talking to him. And I'm like, dude, I'm a working man. This is not like I don't make money doing that. So like, and nobody he was like, does. I mean, but some people can travel around and do it for a living. So
yeah, the 2%, I would say, in the racing community do that.
But I mean, like, and he even said it, like, even like Jasper's like the Optimus Prime or whatever it is. He's like, all I need to do is put a seat in it, maybe change the fuel, and that car fits because it has power windows, it has this, it has that. I mean, and that car
so what do you need to change your car in to make it a daily driver car that fits daily rules?
I guess an exhaust. I can do that. That's not a big deal.
So can I.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Well, yours is already there,
Well, I'm just saying, even if they wanted it out the rear and out the back, all I got to do is flip the pipes and run 2 pipes out the back like a regular S10. I can have dual exhaust all day, every day.
Yep.
I can make my truck. They say you need air conditioning. I can put electric air conditioning in the truck. No, not a problem. Again, this is what I'm getting at. If you want to do something, or you want to run a class, or you think that you're getting run over in True Street, then you flip to daily driver. That's just that's what's happened with racing. Those small tire guys are adapting their cars to run True Street, and now True Street guys are going, well, it's not True Street, but it is, because they've made the car adapt the rules. So now you're going to go, Floyd and Mike now are going to go put exhaust on their True Street cars and go to the next daily driver race and run daily driver. And what do you think all those daily driver guys are going to say?
They're going to cry and say that they're.
And it's just the evolution.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not crying because it does. It makes me. It makes me want to work harder.
My point isn't that you're crying. My point is, if people want to fit a class, they'll find a way to do it.
They'll
and the
do
people
it. Yeah.
who work hard will work hard at fitting that class.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. It's same with our small tire rules. If they wanted to run our races, then they're going to change things, or maybe they'll just run a different car they have. Like it's too hard to try to rule out things. Like you have to, like I said, going back to my original point 20 minutes ago, I look at the rules as the fairest kind of racing I can find for those people, and those are the rules. Are there going to be guys who manipulate the rules and might be faster? Yeah, but then you need to look at your program and do the same thing. Like I said, I wanted to run my wing in True Street, so I thought about, how do I fucking do this? I've left my truck as a True Street car on purpose. I've said this 100 million times. Ben's probably sick of hearing it. I have fiberglass panels for my truck. I have all of them. I can build my truck into a small tire car, but I don't think it'll be competitive. So I've left it True Street.
Doesn't
because right now I'm
come
still
with fiberglass?
True Street.
Sorry?
Doesn't the Extreme S10s come with fiberglass bedsides?
No, they're still metal. They're still metal. Everything. Oh, hood. I'm not talking about hood. I mean doors, bedsides, roof, quarters, all that shit. Like I can rip the door. I have fiberglass. Terry knows. They've been sitting in that shipping container collecting dust for 2 years. I have fiberglass doors for the truck. I can order fiberglass bedsides. I can cut that truck down and back half it and put a 4-link in it. and then it's a sole only only small tire truck. Or I can run tailgate and fucking dominate those guys. Maybe not. I don't know what trucks are out there, but that's just an example, right? If I wanted to take it to that level, but myself personally, I like street cars. So when I get in my S10, it still feels like a full S10 in there. Yes, it has Kirkies and stuff, but it has a headliner, carpet, inside has a dash. Like, I like racing something that looks like a car. I don't want to sit in an exoskeleton of what used to be a car and is now just basically an RC car with a cage. So you've dumped this plastic fiberglass body on side of an exoskeleton. That's not the kind of racing I want to do. I don't want to climb around a 25.5 cage and all that shit. That's not what I'm looking to do. So when I'm too slow for true street, then we ride off into the sunset and do something different. I've had a blast. I've loved racing. It's been fucking awesome. And I'll continue racing something.
And there's Dylan.
Yeah, I love Dylan. And we're all sick of hearing it. I know you are. So before we shut down for the night, a little drama today. I don't know why it was drama, but I'll give everyone the story.
You started you though. Well, a lot of people have complained. I don't know why he picks on you. Okay.
Anyway, I put up a post on my story today, just on Facebook, because I was watching Joey's video today on his next 5 picks, because I hadn't seen it. I was at War in the Woods, so I watched it today in the shop. And I spoke to my buddy Mike, Ugly Duck. This is where the story gets messed up, because we're both named Mike. So I'll refer to him as the Ugly Duck. I spoke to the Ugly Duck weeks back, and he said, hey, man, a lot of people tagged him and said, if you're going to do a race in Florida on a backside of Bradenton, he's one of the guys I would definitely pick. He's my friend. I've raced with him. He's won a lot of street stuff. We've won a lot of street stuff together. We've been, to a lot of street stuff together. We've done very well. I think he deserves a spot on that rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive team, because he knows that surface. And I know the times he runs, and I think he'd be competitive in that race. That was my point. So Mike told me a few weeks back that he reached, him and Joey talked and his car was apart. So I asked him the other day, a couple weeks ago, I said, what's going on? Are you on that team or what's happening? He said, yeah, I got the car back together and we've been testing it. And I sent a couple messages to Joey, but he never responded to me back. So I put up the post today as a little, hey, don't forget about my boy. Because not obviously, but I couldn't make it even if he invited me. Not that he was going to invite me. I'm slow. I'm just saying. But I think Mike deserves that spot. So that was the only reason why I put that on my story today. I wasn't digging or anything. It was just more of hey, don't forget about this guy kind of deal. And then I guess he put me on blast that I'm crying about, I don't even know what the post said, honestly. I read some of it. Hold on. I copied it to my page. Where is it?
That's as bad as having a nice trip back to Canada.
Oh, Bill? Bill's post I didn't care about. Okay, so he said, will somebody please get Mike Corley some tissues, because he clearly doesn't even talk to his quotation buddy. It's a bad look whining on Facebook.
Wow.
You were wrong, bud. You weren't on my radar, so I guess that's a jab at me. Mike with the vet reached out on August 5th. Car isn't together, blah, blah, blah. No problem. Let me know when it's ready and tested. Send me videos and draggy. Same thing I tell everyone else, radio silence. Sorry, I'm not going to beg someone for their info. Time goes by. An associate of mine recommends Mike with the vet again. I said yes. I still have a spot for him again, radio silence. Now today we have 16 cars. Okay. I wasn't whining. I wasn't crying. I don't even know where the fuck any of that came from. I just found it funny. Yes, you didn't pick me, which is fine. I'm not really concerned about that either. We do our own thing down there.
You're clearly on his radar if he read and responded to that comment.
Yes, but the whole thing, like, I don't know. It was a weird way to spin it because it was just the story. Like I was just saying,
it was harmless. It was totally harmless. But like the
Mike
fact that
and I have
mentioned it
done very well on the street down there on those surfaces. So those are facts. I can post fucking pictures of what we've done, and it's been good. I don't know. He comes across. See, this is where the angry orchards are gonna kick me in the ass. So I better not say anything. I'll just leave it.
It's fine.
Thank you.
I don't like people who are arrogant like that. I'm sorry.
So who's on a team? Because I didn't watch it.
So he picked Clint with the red car, super fast car on the street. We've raced with Clint, right, Terry?
A few times.
Yeah.
In Mexico.
Yeah. Seen it in action. Sometimes he has good days. Sometimes he has bad days. That's how it goes. He picked. Who else did he pick in the latest 5?
The latest 5, is this the one where Casey Max was the last?
Yes. Oh, sorry, Casey Max, which is an obvious choice. I mean, like that's a no-brainer. He picked Trevor.
Logano.
Trevor, I hope will do well. I wish he had more testing that he's done on his car. I mean, Trevor can go either way. I love him. He's my buddy. But I really hope they get some good testing in. That's what I'm going to say, because I'd really like to see him do well. They picked... Who else was in that list?
Logano was in the same video.
50 Cent?
50, yeah, the green one. Shepard.
50 Cent, again, I've seen it do well. I've seen it not do well. I mean, the hard part about that thing is the bar is set at such a level that I think Mike would do well because all he does is practice on bare surfaces. I think a lot of the cars that have been picked, and this is my personal opinion, do well on decent no prep surfaces. And depending on what happens, like they really have a stacked deck against that whole team. Those trucks test there all the time. Those trucks are all-wheel drive on 4 slicks. This year they're allowing water, which will definitely help.
Are they moving the line? Because that's a big deal too, I guess.
Yeah, anyway, the whole point of my post was just giving my boy Mike a shout out. That was it. I didn't need to be called a whiny baby and a crybaby and all this other shit just because I said that the 2 Florida, whatever the fuck I said. I don't even remember what I said. It was like one of those off posts that I just put up for fun on the way out. Oh, Florida street killers are on the radar. He said, I'm not on the radar because I'm obviously not a Florida street killer. But Mike was, and Mike didn't respond. But I heard different information from Mike. So now it puts, Anyway, like I responded to his post, maybe American cell phones don't connect with each other because I hear 2 different stories. So anyway, doesn't really matter. There's no beef. I don't really know Joey, nor do I care to know Joey. In the giant racing world that we're in here, he's a nobody. We're all nobodies. This is the funny thing that I find. I was telling the boys this today. I would go out with Limpy in Florida to eat lunch, dinner, anything, walk around with him. Nobody knows who the fuck he is. These people are all big people.
The car community is...
Yeah, they're big people in the car community. Outside of the car community, not to shock any of you guys with the big egos, nobody knows who the fuck you are. Yeah, you can walk down the street and not a single person will walk up to you and be like, oh, bro, I know you. You're fucking... Nobody knows me outside of this world. Nobody knows any of these people. So, I don't know. When people have big egos and shit like that, they might want to...
It's crazy when you do see like a car shirt. Like, I mean... I'm just weird like that. Like if I'm like walking through Disney or walking down through the ocean, like the beaches and stuff like that, and like you see a guy with a shirt, like, oh cool, like there's a car guy with a 1320 shirt on, or
100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But people need to realize the problem I think is we're all in this little bubble and we all live in there. Including myself. You go through my Facebook, it's all car people. So I live in this fake reality where like all these people are important. Like I look at Limpy as like an idol. Back in the day, I watched him, street racing stuff. But he's only an idol to me. If I ask my son who's Limpy, he's like, "What? What did you call that guy?" I said, "Limpy."
Limpy?
He's like, "Who the fuck is a Limpy?" And I'm like, "The flagger, like the big dude. He flags all the street." He's like, "I don't have a fucking clue who you're talking about or why his name is Limpy." And I say, "Okay, do you know Casey Max?" No clue. Do you know who Beater Bomb is? He's like, a guy's name is Beater Bomb? What kind of name is that? I'm like, no, like that's his car name. His name's Joey. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm like, okay, so it's just us who live in this tiny bubble where we think we're important. Even in the YouTube world, ask kids about Mr. Beast.
Yeah, oh yeah. There you go.
There's nobody in the car community that's worth a shit compared to that dude. Sorry, but that's facts. There are people that are
niches is the automotive section.
Yeah. Automotive people are we're like 1/1000th of importance in the YouTube world. Not even, I would say 1/1,000,000th. Like nobody gives a fuck who you are. So
it's small.
Sometimes when you have big attitudes, you may want to turn it down a little because you're really not that important.
That's true.
So that's all I got to say. I hope Mike gets chosen. Sounds like he's not, so that's fine. We'll carry on with our stuff. And for the big ego stuff, no problem. If you guys want to come on a Virgin Road anytime, we're happy to welcome you to have some fun with us. I'll leave it at that because we're slow. If you want to pick on a couple of slows, I know a couple of slows that are down to party. It is what it is. Now, if you want to go to some place where you prep the road for fucking 8 hours a day and run that shit like Bradenton, then that's a different story. Absolutely not. I have no interest.
You get in where you fit in.
That's right. Us slows like to go on fresh surfaces.
Crappy surfaces.
The fresher, the better. That's how the slow worlds work. My son didn't even know who Cletus is, so that's another one, honestly. Like, again, huge icon in the racing car world. Outside of that,
in the
probably the biggest in the car industry right now.
Definitely the biggest.
Oh, not in the car industry, in the drag racing industry. Which
drag
is
racing.
Small.
In the racing, now in the bigger racing community.
Yeah, the racing community, like the road course guys, are way bigger than us. You would be surprised. It's crazy. But
yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the NASCAR.
He's opened up his market. Now, my son did know who Murder Nova was. So,
yeah, but they're on regular TV, right?
Yeah,
that's because you look just like him. So,
no,
yeah,
I can see it.
I'm just saying, sometimes people got to step back a little bit. I know we all fight on Facebook and shit and do stupid shit, and we go back and forth, and people get so heated about this shit. You're not that important. We're all just working guys who go to work, we make money, and we have fun racing cars. At the end of the day, you can have fucking 100,000 subscribers on Facebook or wherever the fuck, YouTube. You're still irrelevant in the big scheme of things. And that's facts.
As long as you're having fun in your niche, I think it's worth it.
That's what I mean.
That's fine.
You should really tell us how you feel.
Oh, you don't know me, Floyd. This is my Terry knows. Terry hates it. After the orchard start, we're on orchard number, I don't know, I'm out of them, this last one.
We got to wrap this up.
Yeah. Once the orchards start going, the truth serum comes out.
We're going to get canceled in a minute.
Yeah, we're about to get canceled and shut down. But anyway, it's all good. I have lots of love for everyone in the racing community. I don't know Joey personally. He can do whatever he wants. This is their little YouTube deal, so that's fine. Victor, we can line that up. I'm down. Anytime, we'll do Hellcat on Hellcat. Terry's got the stock Jeep. But I'm going to drive for that if Terry doesn't mind.
It's auto. You just push the gas down.
Nah, it's not that. Terry can decide. If he wants to drive himself, he can drive. We're gonna have some fun this winter, Terry, for sure. I'm psyched. Terry's got a new Trackhawk, and I'm the Trackhawk guy, so I can't wait to get my hands in all of that.
Don't let him steal your thunder, Terry.
No, I won't. Terry can drive, actually. I'd rather Terry drive.
I'm just busting your balls out here.
He needs KD. He's not going to take that fucking thing all the way to... You know how much that thing weighs?
Bring it to the hill.
That's a far journey to go. I thought Victor meant like race in Florida, like locally. Victor, Terry will meet you on any back road in Florida anytime you like.
That's facts.
Oh, you could do Georgia too. He wants to race you front side. See where your weight will just destroy you. He'll race you on the backside in Georgia. See, what I hate about Trackhawks is they're heavy. That's the biggest downfall. That was the hardest thing with mine, is just that weight. You just can't do anything with that weight. It's a lot of weight. So, boys, anything else, or can we wrap this up? This is the longest stream we've had in a long time. Normally, I shut it right off at 2 hours for this reason, because it goes off the tracks after 2 hours.
We had a good event. We had a good weekend. It was a lot of fun.
Fantastic weekend.
Mm. And shout out to Jeff
appreciate
Thomas.
you guys having me on.
Oh, anytime, Floyd.
Thank you, Floyd.
This is an open forum, so if you ever need to vent anything, just hit me up on a Sunday night. This is I swear, this is an open forum for anybody. Anyone who wants to come on our show, this is the public forum.
Relevant.
You don't have to be relevant. You can be nobody. You can be anybody. You can be. We're all irrelevant. Terry and I are the most irrelevant. We just host this fucking train wreck.
Thank you.
So, thank you, boys. Great event. Great seeing you guys. Had an awesome time with everybody.
Thanks for having me.
I wish Terry could have been there, but maybe he'll be at the next one.
Yeah, we need somebody on that Blackstone for sure.
Yeah, the Blackstone was running idle this weekend. No, Ricky did.
Ricky did step in. Yeah,
Ricky was Ricky was the Terry this
Ricky was our Terry.
weekend. He was our Terry. So, any you know what? He did a great job. He cleaned it after every. It wasn't a disaster. So, I was happy to let him use it anytime. Nothing's worse than a filthy Blackstone. Right, Terry?
Yeah, I don't know if you can say that either. Let's move on now.
Jesus Christ. All right, Ben. We'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the stream. Awesome job.
Thank
All
you.
right, Mr. Protest Floyd. We'll see you at the next protest. We'll get you some.
Yes, sir.
Some need your headlights on signs or something.
All right, boys.
Awesome job this
Thank
weekend,
you.
buddy.
See ya.
Appreciate you. Yep.
All right, we'll see you
later.
All right, boy. It's just you and me now.
I'm going to bed.
Well, thank you, everyone. Sorry for keeping you up so late. Longest stream we've done in a while, but I guess there was a lot to talk about. We will see you back in a couple Sundays. As of now, I have no idea where I'm going, what I'm doing, or if we're racing. But if we are, you'll hear about it. And yeah, we'll be on to talk about it like we always do. So, Terry, any closing statements?
Nope. Does everybody picking on my slow Jeep?
That's okay. It'll be fast one day.
One day.
One day. And with that, hope you and your family stay safe. Enjoy your week. And we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.